Welcome. So today we are going to be playing Slay the Spire, but board game.
Amazing, I'm loving it. You weren't as ready as you thought?
Yeah, but hey, I did something.
There you go. Okay.
And it's an introduction.
I think you did a great introduction. So, sorry about that. I was just off camera. I had to change a mic setting, and one of the quirks of OBS is that it is really challenging to adjust your certain volume settings while off camera. So there's this thing called studio mode where you can display one thing and tweak another, except you can tweak everything except for audio settings, basically. So anyhow, got through that. Sarah, you did a great introduction. Good job.
Yay!
And Sarah's absolutely right. We're going to play Slay the Spire. I feel like you're really sitting far to the side because I probably scooched your stool over when I was streaming solo. So, Slay the Spire, the board game, is very, very similar to Slay the Spire, the video game, right?
Multiplayer.
Yep, multiplayer, that's right. That's the primary difference. If you've played Slay the Spire, the video game, it's a deck building roguelite. If you haven't played that before, well, it's a deck building game. You start with a small deck of cards.
And you can build it up.
You add cards to it or remove it or manipulate it generally. You can upgrade them, all sorts of things. And
magic.
One of the features
I will make my strike disappear.
Nice. One of the features of a roguelite game is that generally you're trying to win, usually through combat or whatever. Kill the big boss guy is typically the thing, you know? And in so doing, if you die, you're done. You lose, okay? You start over. There's no lives, there's no continue, just you build your deck up. There's a lot of randomized elements.
I mean, except for the fairy in a bottle. Heals you back.
Okay, but that's something that happens during play. Just like if you...
there's a relic that I got once that heals you back to 50%.
Oh, there you go. So in any case...
I still lost it.
Yeah, in any case, generally if you die after effects and stuff have been accounted for, you have to start the game over. That means rebuilding your deck, all that sort of stuff. So, this looks like this. Now, there are a lot of things on the go here. We are probably going to have to reorganize some of this stuff in order to make it fit. If you look over here on this cam, you can see this is our map, okay? And we are going to be traveling toward the top of this. The boot that Sarah's got in her hand there, that symbolizes us. Here, let's scooch it that way. So that's us, and we're at kind of a combat. There's a number of different things on the map. This kind of goblin-y face, I don't know, whatever that is. That's
like a monster face.
Yeah, it's a monster. So that's like combat. Okay, there's question marks. Those are like events. Often those, I don't know, in the board game. In the video game, sometimes you also get combats. I don't know if that ever happens in the board game. I'm not sure. It didn't happen to me in my previous playthrough. So we'll have to wait and see.
It happens to me in the video game a
lot.
I'm just like, okay, this question mark before this elite, and it's like, now I'll give you the...
So speaking of elites, show me an elite on the board there. Which one's an elite? Okay, so the guys with horns, the big horned guys, those are elites. Elites offer you better rewards, but are obviously harder. And then the... campfires give us an opportunity to rest
or upgrade cards.
Yeah, and it's either or, right? We're either resting. Oh, that was weird. Why did that happen? Just like, oh, whatever. Who knows? So yeah, it either allows you to rest or upgrade your deck, not both. Like I said,
for sale.
We're probably gonna have to move some stuff around here a little bit, but over on the board here, this is where Sarah is going to have some enemies to face. This is where I'm going to have them, because we essentially resolve combat the whole way through this game. It's just combat. Exactly.
And you whack them in the face with your sword.
With the first encounter, I think we flip out one guy per dude, right? Like one for you, one for me. Is that right? Put one enemy in each player's row. All right, let's do it. So let's agree on a system. Are we going to work bottom to top or top to bottom? When flipping out guys. Are you going to put them in your row first or mine?
I want to go my row first.
Okay, so you got the first encounter deck over there. Why don't you put out a monster for each of us?
I get a cultist. Oh.
Ooh, hey. We're forgetting some stuff. We intentionally left a couple parts of setup to do on stream, and then we immediately forgot to do them. I did this last time. I started my run, and I got like quite a ways through my run before I realized I didn't take one of these cards. This is apparently, this guy's called Neow. I didn't actually know that until we played the board game, but he's a three-eyed whale. We each get one of these cards, and we get to pick what's on it. So it immediately gives us something, and then we get one of the options below. So let's take a look at mine. Mine says gain $3 and a card, and then choose an option below. Either add a random rare card to your deck, transform a card, so that means take one of your existing cards and replace it with a different one, or upgrade 2 random cards but gain a curse. So
last time you played the cursed heavy
I
deck.
did play a curse heavy deck, and I don't want to do it again. So Alkali
mine...
isn't here to make me make bad choices, and I'm not gonna be tempted to do the curse heavy deck again. So
can we show them mine now?
sure, absolutely. What have you got? So yours is $3 and a card, and you can either remove a card, transform a card, or transform 2 cards but lose 3 HP. Now, if you're familiar with the video game, in the video game you have something like, I don't know, like what, 80 HP, something like that?
Yeah.
And in the board game you've got 10, I've got 9. Okay, so 3 HP is like a third of your health. Like, that's quite a bit. So let's start with the money. Let's gain $3.
Give me the buckaroonies.
And then every time you gain a card,
the merchant has better be cheap.
yeah, the merchant's costs are shown. It's not different per card, right? But every time you gain a card, I think we always get to pick. This is one of the things that I felt like was a little bit loose in the rules. Not loose, I think it's actually well defined, but I kept getting confused, and now I'm second guessing myself because of it.
This is the rare cards, and this is the normal cards.
Okay, yeah. So a card reward is always reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and pick one. So
the normal one.
Yes. So we've got 2 decks here. It's hard to see, but we've got a smaller deck. These are rare cards. And then a relatively... Got Demon Form? Tell me you got Demon Form.
I got Perfected Strike, Clothesline, and Body Slam, and I was like, well, 2/3 of these cost 2.
It's true. What do you think?
I feel like I want to take Perfected Strike because I don't have many defense.
I was going to say, I think Perfected Strike might be a decent one because you have a strike heavy deck right now anyway.
Yeah, and these other 2 can put them on the bottom.
Yep. All right, so what have I got? I'm actually not familiar, so I am playing... I guess we should have talked about this a little bit, maybe. So Sarah over here is playing as the Ironclad. The Ironclad is the easiest, most straightforward character. Basically, dude has a big sword and hits stuff with it, right? Yeah. So in this game, there's 2 kind of extra things you can get. You can get strength or dexterity. Strength increases your attack. Dexterity increases your block. The Ironclad has a lot of things where he can reuse strength. Oh, hey, the microphone is just in the camera, just in the shot.
That's sad.
That's okay, whatever. I don't think it's distracting.
I mean, it blends in.
Yeah, it's almost invisible.
I didn't even notice until you mentioned it.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah,
Anyways, so the Ironclad has a huge sword and hits stuff with it. He also heals after every combat, and he can usually really reuse strength. Okay, I am playing the Silent. Okay, so the Silent can generally has like a little bit more card draw and like definitely lower damage attacks, but also
poison.
Yeah, I think the Silence kind of shtick is doing damage kind of outside of the normal combat. So I can do poison damage, which is going to do damage each round, and also I can gain shivs, which I should probably put over close to me.
Yeah, I don't need
which
them.
are these little tokens here, which also like they let me do some attack damage, but without using cards from my deck
Or energy.
or energy.
Start on 3 energy.
Oh yeah, I put it at 6. Why did I do that?
Yeah, why did I put my block at 10 and my energy at 6?
Okay, so I've got Skewer, deal 1 damage X plus 1 times. So X is you choose how much energy to spend. In the board or in the video game, you have to use all your remaining energy. Here,
you choose.
We choose exactly how much it is.
You know what I like to do in
Yeah?
Slay the Spire in the video game?
What's that?
I get Whirlwind and I upgrade it right before the boss since I'm usually missing like primary health. Doesn't matter. But it's like I upgrade Whirlwind and for the first couple of turns the boss not doing much damage, so I'm like Whirlwind and it does 8 damage X times and it's like
yeah, I mean, you saw me cheese this game, the board game with Whirlwind, like super hard. I won last time, and mostly by abusing Whirlwind, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna take. I'm trying to decide what do I think? Do I take Blur or do I take Sneaky Strike?
Blur.
You think Blur? Okay, I think defense cards are harder to find. So.
Okay, I'll flip out your enemy. Get a jaw worm.
Oh, did we finish our Neow cards?
Yeah.
What did you choose a thing?
I think I might remove a card or transform a card.
What would you remove or transform? You want to keep your strike because now you got that perfected strike, right?
Defend.
That's bold.
I don't know. I want to do nothing. I don't want to do any of those.
You don't want to transform a card?
I mean, transforming could, but I don't know.
I don't think I actually transformed any cards last time. So let's see and make sure we know. Like, I would think you just randomly take one of your normal non-rare cards and replace it, right? But I'm not sure. So let's just double check. I wish the reference for this was a little better, but transform. So remove a card from your deck that isn't a curse. Oh yeah, because curses cannot be transformed. Add the top card of your rewards to your deck. If it's a golden ticket, take a rare reward instead. So, up to you. What are you gonna do?
I'll remove a defend.
Really? Okay, go for it.
I have 4 other defends.
All right, do it. Just set it aside.
I mean, not remove it.
Okay, so still set it aside, and then just take the top card of your normal pile there and add it in. So what do you get?
Heavy Blade.
That's a pretty good deal. So Sarah got Heavy Blade. This is one of those cards we were talking about that
you can cheese so hard on.
Lets you use your strength. So normally strength gives you +1 damage. Heavy Blade makes it +3. Upgraded Heavy Blade makes it +5. So
you can cheese it so hard.
Cheese it so hard. Okay. So I'm going to take the option to add a random rare card to my deck, which seems really good, and it doesn't cost me anything. So
really good from Neow.
So
this is what Neow give me.
Yeah, I got Wraith Form.
Oh, that one. It's okay if you can do it quickly.
You can't lose more than 1 HP per round. Start of turn, place a cube. Then exhaust if there are 2 cubes. So it costs me 3 in order to use it, and it basically limits the damage I'm going to take, but only for the next 2 rounds.
Wraith Form in the video game is different.
I guess strictly speaking, it gives me 3 rounds because I place a cube on it at the start of my round, or exhaust if there are 2 cubes. Okay, so it lasts 2 rounds.
But in the video game, it's different. It gives you 2
intangible.
Yeah, and then
isn't that effectively what it's doing? It's limiting to me to 1 damage per turn.
But you lose a dexterity every turn, even if you have no more intangible.
Ah, okay.
Which it kind of.
That's like the other one.
It's good if you can deal with your enemies quickly.
Okay. Well, it's a little different here, but that's okay. I keep dropping all my stuff. I can't shuffle apparently. Okay, so we're done with Neow. We got our draw pile. We're starting the first combat here. So, this cultist is in Sarah's row. This jawworm is in my row. So what we do is we're going to draw 5 cards each, okay? And then we get to decide how to resolve this however we want. We can attack each other's enemies or do whatever we want.
I got bash. I can an enemy vulnerable.
Cool. Do you want to roll the die? You'll be the die roller. Try to keep it on the table. Okay, so
6.
roll the 6. So some of the enemies, like this guy here, this jawworm, on a 6, he's going to do 3 damage to my gorgeous face. He's going to attack me for 3. The cultist always attacks for 1 and gains a strength. The jawworm, it's going to vary. And we can get relics, which are items that aren't in our hand, that get triggered on specific die rolls.
When you kill the jawworm, you get a potion.
Sadly, we don't have any of those relics.
I mean, we have our start.
Oh, hey, start of combat, I draw 2 extra cards.
End of combat, I heal 1 health.
Well, that's illegal.
No, it's how the ironclad works.
Ah. So unfortunately, I got all of my cards except not. Well, I didn't quite get what I wanted here.
Okay, well,
So
I don't know what I wanted, but I just want to whack.
okay, so let's discuss here. I can get enough. I have enough defense in my hand. I can avoid the jawworm's attack, and I'll have 1 extra like damage that I can do. Do you want to grab some cubes and you can put them on their health? So our jawworm has 8. The cultist has 9.
I can give one of them a vulnerable.
Okay. I mean, I think it makes sense for us to eliminate the cultist first because he scales, right? He gains strength every turn. The jawworm sometimes gains strength, but only 1 in 3 turns on average.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hit him.
The cultist. Are you going to take any damage?
Well, he's gonna do 1 to me.
Which is okay because you heal 1 every combat. Use your health as a resource, right?
Okay. I'll hit him with bash.
Okay.
Which does 2 damage and gives him a vulnerable.
So we can do this. This is going to be different from the normal game. We can do these in any order. So I could go next, for instance, which is important because the vulnerability works differently, right? It just doubles the damage of the next attack. It's not everything this round or anything like that. It's different from the video game, right? So grab a vulnerable token. You're in kind of the middle on the left. There you go. Okay, and put that on the cultist. And he took 2 damage, so he should be down to, what, 7 health?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have any way of doing any more than 1 damage to him anyway, do you?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Why don't you just smack him in the face? Okay, so you're going to strike. I used up all your 3 energy, but he takes 2 damage. And the vulnerable token goes away. Okay, we'll just keep some handy because actually, you know what? This is the same mistake I made last time. Why don't you grab that tray and let's put it here in the middle instead of putting it far away. There we go. Sorry, I got your hair there.
Yeah.
Hi, Op and Little Op. Do you not simulcast on Twitch on Wednesdays? We do not because we cannot stream on Twitch. When Sarah's joining me,
I'm not
old enough to stream on Twitch.
I'm not 13 or older.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's okay. So anyways, we just stream on YouTube live on Wednesdays, and then I stream on both platforms on Sundays is my typical schedule.
Okay.
Okay, so you've used up all of your energy. We've done 4 damage to this guy. Okay. Yeah. I don't get any health back, so I gotta try and not. I don't want to face tank this guy. Okay. So I'm gonna use my that's right. I'm gonna use my survivor. It costs me 1 energy. I gotta discard a card. I'm just gonna discard Wraith form because I'm not gonna play it. Okay. So that gives me 2 block.
I got 0 block.
And then, why am I up here? I could just be down here where we can see all the things. Anyways, and then I'm going to play a defend card. So that's going to cost me 1 more energy and give me an additional block. So I now have 3 block. I'm going to block his whole attack. And I've got 1 energy remaining, with which I can strike. And I'm going to strike the cultist because we want to put that guy down.
I think I can.
You can probably defeat him next turn.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So we have used up all of our
I'm
stuff.
picturing that biting animation right now for the jawworm.
Yeah, totally. So we've used all.
Sound it makes.
We've used all of our stuff. Did you have any end of turn cards? No, right?
No.
Neither did I. So we discard our hand.
My cards into your pile.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, I totally did. No wonder it felt like so many cards. What a fool. Oh, did not know that. Yep. Yeah. Just that's why we started streaming on YouTube Live. Do you think, Sarah? Do you think there's a way we can adjust this so that we might be able to like fit both rows of enemies on camera here? I don't think we have quite enough space. What do you think? If you pull your mat down, how much space can we gain here? Not really very much. Enough to get one on screen. Okay. Because I'm thinking we're either there or we're there. Which that works fine. We can just play like that. That works okay. We'll just show off our stuff separately. Okay, so the enemies do their turn. They lose any block they have, which is none. And then they attack us. And I think we just have to do it systematically. We'll do top to bottom. Okay?
Okay.
So, 3 damage on the top. I have my 3 block. I take no damage. Sucks to suck. Jawworm. And then this guy is going to do 1 damage to you, which you don't have any block. And he gains a strength. So he's going to do 2 damage next turn. And that's it. And now we're into the next round of combat. So
roll the die.
Yep. 1. So this dude is going to gain block 2 and gain a strength. So we don't have to worry about him per se.
I got heavy blade and perfected strike. This is the exact opposite.
What's perfected strike? 3 plus 1 damage for each strike in your hand. Is that what it says?
Each other card in your hand containing strike. So this would do 5 damage.
So you could just one tap the cultist with it.
Yeah, actually.
Or let's see. Do we have any other options? I can do 2 damage this round.
This is the only way that I can
actually eliminate him.
Well, I could also use heavy blade.
But it would take you 4 energy instead of 2, right? Okay, so why don't you just put this cultist down? Why don't you lead with that? Okay, so perfected strike, 3 plus 1 damage for each other card in your hand containing strike. Shed 1, so that's 4 damage. The cultist is eliminated. We don't have to worry about him. Caca. Okay, keep that card because we'll need it for rewards.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then the jawworm here, how much energy did you spend for your perfected strike? You spent 2.
So I have 1
right?
left. I can do strike or defend.
So this guy's going to defend this round. He's not going to attack us, right? Because the 1 here indicates that he's going to defend 2 and gain a strength. So you might as well hit him.
I can strike him for 1.
Okay. And then I can strike him twice for 2. And I have a defend, but it doesn't really matter. So... All right, so now with that done, they're going to do their thing. So he's going to gain 2 armor.
And a strength.
Oops. So he's scaled a little. Was he at 4 or 5?
5.
5, okay. So he's effectively got 7 health remaining because he'll have 2 block for this round, right?
Yeah.
So let's draw some cards. Got 2.
I have 1.
Shuffle. I'm just gonna overhand.
We don't have that big of deck.
All of these cards are sleeved, and I hate everything about it. Mostly
love it.
because I make mistakes like that. I don't love sleeved cards. It makes sense. These cards are double-sided. You can upgrade them by flipping them over within the sleeve, which makes sense, but I don't love it. All right. So.
Okay, I need to drop 4 other cards. Because you have 1 more card than me because you took a random rare card.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna roll. So he's gonna do 2 damage and gain an armor this time. Did you get something big?
I got heavy blade.
We gotta look for a way for you to gain some strength, hey?
Yeah. And flame.
In flame, yeah.
Demon form.
Demon form is the traditional way. So how much is he gonna attack for? 3, because he has 1 strength, right?
And
so
I can do 4 damage this turn.
Okay.
Heavy blade costs 2. It does strength adds 3.
Yeah. I can do 2 damage. I can do 2 damage, I think. So I can maybe
You
I can
can
do
almost kill him.
yeah.
Do 4.
I can really
Wait, that's the free. Oh, you don't.
yeah,
have
I don't. I have 1 other attack. So yeah, if we look at my hand here, I've got this is only costs 0 and does a damage and weakens him. and then I have a bunch of armor on these 3 cards, and then
Hey,
one other
you
attack.
could take no damage from him.
I can easily take no damage from him. And in fact, why don't I just do that, because it'll make me feel good. So look, I'm gonna start with my survivor. It says I gain 2 armor, and yay, you've got a buddy this time. Enjoy. That's right. Welcome in. So I've got my survivor, 2 armor, or 2 block, but I discard a card. I'm gonna discard this defend card. Okay, so that gives me 2 block. I can then play my blur, which is also 2 block, but +1 if I've discarded a card this turn. So I have 5 block. I'm set for life here. Okay,
Now we can whack.
and by life I mean this turn. I can then neutralize, so that's going to hit him for 1, or I guess it's going to take an armor. Okay, and it will weaken him, so he's going to do 1 less damage.
We could just...
And then I will strike him with my final energy, and I'll do that other bit of armor. And that was, I gained a ton of block, and
I'm perfectly
I
fine.
accomplished very little. I got rid of his armor, so
Okay.
he's just, I keep hitting the wrong one. He's just chilling here.
I will heavy blade this week.
Okay, if only you had some strength, hey?
Yeah, and then I'll strike him for 1.
So he's down to 1 health. Okay. And he's going to hit us. Normally it'd be for 3, but instead it will be for 2. It'd be 2 + 1 -1, right? And and he gains a block. So I survive easily. I have 2 block left over, but we lose it. We can't carry over block into remaining rounds. So hopefully between the 2 of us we can manage to do 2 damage. I think we'll be okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I want a perfected strike.
You want a perfected strike? Because you just want to like end him.
Yeah.
Okay, well I got
With
strike.
perfection.
Okay, do you want to just do the honors? Perfected strike
And he's
does
dead.
4 damage or more maybe.
And he's dead.
As long as it was at least 2, he's dead. So we did it. We did it. So now let's see how. Do you get the rewards from your respective row, I wonder? Let's figure that out. So this is a little different. I played this solo last time, and I'm not sure how the rewards work. Rewards. Players gain the rewards on the upper left of the enemy's card. Gain rewards for the enemy in the row you ended combat in. Okay.
Okay. So you get a potion, and I get a money. You get a money, a card, and a potion, which I do.
And we can switch rows if we want, by the way.
Whenever.
But, well, outside of combat. Like now we could. Right? So what do you get? What's your reward?
A money and...
A money and a card. Right? So there's a money.
Yay.
And your card works the same way as always. It's draw 3, pick 1.
Okay, Iron Wave, Sever Soul, and Feel No Pain. If I could take both these, that would be nice. Because like whenever you exhaust a card, but this is the only one that I could have to exhaust. Iron Wave is probably the best.
It's up to you. I'm going to try and not comment on your stuff. Also, I forget what I get on my reward. I get a buck, a potion, and a card. I got the better reward.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so potions are outside of combat, and we just, like, I got this Liquid Memories. It says, put a card from your discard pile. Not Discord. I've been spending too much time online. From your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn. So that's kind of cool.
That would be cool if I had it. Cards cost 2, and also I heal.
Yeah, well, I like this potion.
Okay, where do we go now? Do we go to question?
That's a great question. I have to draw my card still.
Oh, wait, Dad. We said we were gonna go, like, this way.
Okay, well, so... Oh, I can get shivs.
Shiv!
Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Where do you think we should go?
Well, we said we were gonna go this way, and if we don't think we have enough health to take on this elite, then we could go this way to this elite.
Okay, and what would be your preferred way to go?
This way.
Yeah, you just like avoiding combat.
No.
You're that type of player.
I just want to be ready for the elite.
Okay. Okay, let's do it. Let's go your way.
Question mark.
I'm going to read about shivs because I got some now. So shivs are tokens that may be used to deal 1 damage whenever you could play a card. Each shiv is treated as a separate attack and is affected separately by strength, vulnerable, and weak. You start combat with 0 and gain them from cards with a shiv. They don't go away until used or the end of combat. Okay, so they work exactly how we expected.
Yeah.
And if I gain more than 5, like because I have only 5 tokens here, if I gain extra ones, it says I can just do it immediately or lose it, basically. If I
Do it immediately.
Blade of Dance, and shuffle that in. Pretty happy with Blade Dance. I wish there was a slightly better way for us to do the... I wish this fit on camera just ever so slightly better, but...
Okay, so we're doing a question mark.
We're doing a question mark. Okay, why don't you flip it over? I shuffled all those decks, except just so you know, don't shuffle this deck. It's sorted. It's the minion deck.
Okay. So I flipped this one.
Yep. What do we
Wing
got?
statue. You notice an intricate, large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its crack. So maybe there's more inside. Remove a card, lose 2 health.
Or gather gold and gain
gain
$2. Do we? Yeah. What do we want to do here?
I don't think I need to remove cards in this game.
Do we each pick? I wonder. I don't know
Probably.
either. Probably. I mean, otherwise it'd be you'd get increasingly less per thing, right? Draw a card from the event deck. Each player must choose one of the options. And you can do it in any order. Okay, so you're going to take $2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like the money because it's heavy.
No, I just don't think I need to remove a card.
So, did you heal your 1 HP at the end? So I'd love to remove a card, but I'm wary of
Health.
Of my health being not supremely high. But whatever, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna remove a defend card. I took Blur.
No.
I have Survivor.
I'm surprised. Your decision.
Why?
I feel like they are unwise.
Okay,
But
well,
you do you.
You do you. Great. This is a wonderful thing to hear. This is a wonderful thing to hear. You do you. That is unwise. All right. I love that for me. I'm gonna try not to think too much about it, but
I didn't say it is unwise.
did you drop money?
What do you mean?
Yeah, because you got a huge stack of money over there.
Yeah, and you got nothing.
Okay, so we've got a normal encounter now, right?
Yeah.
Because the only spot on the map that we can go is to that normal encounter, right? All right, do you want to do the honors, flip out our encounter?
So this one?
Yep.
Okay.
So this guy, it says this is a summon, right? So we find the fun guy. He's great at parties. And there might be multiples of them in here. I think we're supposed to pick one randomly. Maybe there's only the one. I felt like this was one I had seen before. Okay, so it's literally just that guy. Boom. Okay. And then do you want to flip out one for me? Oh, man.
Small slime.
Acid slime and spike slime. Okay, I should have just kept that summons card handy, or deck. The spike slime, there's a lot, but we don't get all of them. We just pick one.
Yeah, I know.
Right, but I think some of them also
yours are worse than mine.
I think some of them in the
I need to deal 11 damage. You need to deal like 13.
We were unlucky with the summons, with us both getting summons. All right, so
Yeah, you do need to deal 13.
it'll be fine.
It says axe last specifically.
What could go wrong? Okay, so let's take a look at the enemies we got. So you've got 2 fungi beasts.
I'll see them at the disco parties.
Okay. And they're gonna apply vulnerable to you, I think. On death. None of these guys that we've encountered. This right here, that this is the icon for damage, like AoE damage to everybody. Okay, so try not to roll 3 and 4 because I'm not gonna like that. Yeah. Then I've got a small slime, an acid slime, and a spike slime, and they're gonna require some butt kicking.
It'll be easy.
Yeah, this isn't even gonna be close. I'm glad I lost that health last time.
Told you.
Listen, now I can defend less often. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's gonna be a flawless victory.
I told you.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I shuffled my deck.
I also shuffled mine. You generally just shuffle it every time you gain a card or the end of the round.
I have no
or
defense.
whatever. I guess this guy's out. Our wing statue.
I mean, actually, I have Iron Wave.
You have 1 defense. Oh yeah, I rolled a 2, so this guy's not going to hit you. That guy's going to attack you for 2, which isn't a big deal. And then what do we got up here? So the small slime just attacks. This guy's going to apply a weak, so next round I will do less damage. And this guy's going to attack for 2, but he acts last. Oh no, that's only if it's on this roll of 6.
Yeah.
So we work top to bottom, left to right. Okay, so what did I get?
It acts last anyways then.
I have no idea. This is a really good turn for me to like defend aggressively, but I don't know if I want to do that. So all these slimes are of similar difficulty. I mean, the small slime is like weaker than the others, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you could kill it.
What's it got? 3 health?
Yeah.
So I could definitely kill it, and I'd be able to get. I can kill it. I can kill the small slime, and then blur, and I'll have 2 armor. I'll take no damage. I can both eliminate the small slime and take no damage. Okay, but I don't have to do that. I have other options. Like I can defend.
I can kill one of the fungi beasts in 2 rounds.
Okay.
If I Iron Wave and Heavy Blade, that'll get this guy down to 1.
With just my survivor and my neutralize, I can survive without taking any damage. So I could do up to 2 damage to your row if it's useful.
Well, I can. Okay.
So what can you do?
I'm going to Iron Wave because it's the only defense I have.
Sure.
And
if you didn't Iron Wave, can we eliminate this guy? How much damage can you do? Can you do 4?
Yeah.
Because I could do 2, and then he's just not going to hit you. He's gone. Right? What do you think about that?
That's actually...
Okay. So look, here's what that looks like for me. Okay? So I'm going to play Blur. Okay? Blur. Oh, wait. I get 2 extra cards at the start of combat in the first round. That doesn't change anything.
Survive first so that you get an extra blur.
But I don't need to use both of them. So, and in either case, I end up with 2 block. So I'm going to play Blur. Okay, Blur lets me gain 2 block. Okay? And then I am going to play Neutralize. So I can do 1 damage and reduce damage by 1. I think I'm actually, because I'll weaken them, I think I'm just going to hit this small slime because I just want to be able to get rid of him. Right?
Okay.
Okay? What's wrong?
Nothing.
And he's weakened, so he's not going to hit me.
I was just breathing out.
Okay, so he'll do 0 damage. And this guy's going to do 2, and I have enough block for that. Okay, this guy's going to weaken me, whatever. So be it. So, I've used 1 energy so far. And then I will strike twice, okay? And I will strike this fungi beast for 2. That's all my energy. I'm out. Okay? What are you going to do? You going to put him down?
Yeah. Heavy Blade!
Okay, so Heavy Blade is 3 damage. He's down to 1 HP.
And then I can strike.
Okay. So he's dead.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
I don't know where to put it.
Just keep it somewhere so that because
Oh, it's a potion!
Because you'll get rewards. Now, he gives you vulnerable. Right?
On death.
We'll just put that beside you. Okay, so then you've got what? No more energy. You're done? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're finished. So our friends here are going to act. So this slime would hit me for 1, but he does 1 less with his weakened, so he hits me for 0. This guy gives me a weakened, so not weekend. Discord and weekend. My head's in the wrong place.
Yeah, you spent too much time on Discord.
It's true. And then this guy will attack me for 2, and I am sitting pretty at 2 block, so he does not hurt me at all. And that round of combat is over.
He gains 2 strength.
Oh, you're right. Well, we better get rid of that guy before he, smashes us in the face.
5 health. Okay, please.
What we got? You rolled a 4. So this guy's going to attack for 2. This guy's going to attack for 1, and he's going to give me a dazed. This guy's going to do 4 damage.
I want to kill him.
No, actually, no. You have vulnerable, right?
It's going to be 8 damage.
He's going to do 8 damage.
Please help me.
So we gotta find a way to deal with that guy.
I got a perfected strike, and it'll do 5 damage because I have 2 other strikes.
So you can just one-shot him. So just do that, right? 2, he's gone. That costs us 2 energy, or you 2 energy, right? And he's eliminated. You can put it in your discard. But you got 1 energy left. Let's see. So I'm looking to take 3 damage here, and
I can kill this person. Actually, no, I can't. I can do 1 damage.
If I don't want to take any damage, I'm playing Wraith form. If I'm willing to take a damage, I can
do damage to your signs.
I'm gonna take 4 damage. I don't want to take 2 damage. Why don't I just play Wraith form? That costs me my whole thing. It says you can't lose more than 1 HP per round, so I'll still lose 1, but at least I'm only losing 1 and not... Well, that's only 1 instead of 2. Is that worth it? No. Okay, I'll play 2 defends. That gets me 2 block. And then with my final energy, I will strike. So why don't I strike this small slime? Because you can strike your last strike and kill him, right?
Yeah.
Cool, because then I'm only getting hit for 3. I still only take 1 energy or 1 damage, but I'm at least
I take no damage.
That guy's eliminated, right? So these guys hit me for 3. I block 2. I'll take 1 damage, and then I gain one of these dazed cards. These ones suck. Okay, dazed go on top of your pile, and you draw them next turn. Now they're unplayable and ethereal, so they just sort of hold it. You basically have 1 fewer card draw next round because it gets exhausted at the end of the round. It goes away, but temporarily you're stuck with it.
Okay. So I draw my 2 cards and need to shuffle again.
I drew 3 and also need to shuffle. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you're grooving to the funky...
It's Hawaiian dance.
I was going to say, I picked the Epic Adventure tagline, and I feel like if we were going on if our Epic Adventure was having like a...
Hawaiian beach party.
A cool drink on the beach, then this is the right tune. But otherwise, it's a little off-brand. Okay, so... I basically can I can defend this turn. Did we roll? We didn't roll. So what are you? One of the things? Okay.
I said okay, but I was also swallowing.
All right. So they're gonna attack me for 3, and
give you another dazed.
Give me another dazed. So
you love that.
I am just going. Look.
Blade dance.
Yeah.
Blade dance.
So I'm gonna play my survivor. I can discard a card. Now I could discard my daze, but I don't want to because it's ethereal. It'll get exhausted,
and then you'll never have it again.
Yeah. Then it won't. Then I won't have it. So I'm gonna discard a defend. I'm gonna play my other defend. So that's 2 of my 3 energy, and I have 3 block now. Okay. And then I can play my blade dance. That's my last energy. That gives me 2 shivs. I can play these at any time. So I'm going to let you figure out what you're going to do, and then I'll decide how to resolve them. Because I'm basically done. This is ethereal. It goes away. Gets exhausted. Goes back in the pile.
I'll play Heavy Blade.
Okay. Sarah's not messing around. We need to get you a card so you can gain strength. You need Inflame. You need Demon Form. You need something.
So I can do
3 damage.
Yeah. And then I have Strike. But
okay.
I'll let you decide.
Well, I'm just going to, why don't I just use my 2 shivs and defeat the Spike Slime? Okay. And if we had planned this out better, probably I didn't need all that defense, right? But this way I don't get this stupid daze card.
And then I can hit that.
For 1. Okay. So that guy's got 4. Oh, you know what? I think I was weakened, remember? So
Yeah, but that was on
the tokens don't go away like in the video game. They just stay until they're resolved. So my first shiv would have done 0. So you would have had to strike this guy for me for us to kill him.
Okay. Let's just pretend that happened.
Yeah.
So that guy's just up. And he's just like, I'll do 2 damage.
Yeah, so he'll hit me for 2. I had 3 block. Life's good. Also, I think our playlist just came to an abrupt end with our Hawaiian dance music. So I'm going to go fix the playlist while you roll the die, and
I got Perfected Strike.
so you can just like...
I always have Perfected Strike or Heavy Blade. That's just how my deck works.
I'm like trying to stab these guys with like a letter opener, and you're like, here, let me show you how it's done. Yeah, exactly.
3. So he's gonna do 2 damage again.
What a weird playlist. Like anything. Didn't realize that playlist was so perfect. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Your Perfected Strike, how much does it do?
It does 3 damage plus 1 for each strike in my hand, which is 2, which is exactly 5.
So he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they go away at the end of combat?
No.
What?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Probably.
I don't remember.
Because
I distinctly don't remember. I feel like the answer is yes. They go away at the end of combat. They don't go away at the end of the round. Reset your player board, reset block and energy, lose all tokens, including shivs and whatever. Yeah, that's what I keep getting caught up on, because it's and I want to take them away at the end of the round because I've played the video game so much. And normally you stack them and it goes down by 1 every time, right?
Yeah.
But
like with Bash, you just stack it on top.
It doesn't
of
go away
forever.
until it's resolved, but at the end of the round or end of combat it goes away. So what do we gain?
I gain
a buck and a card.
I gain a buck, a potion, and a card.
Oh, so we got like the opposite. Here's your potion. You got Snecko Oil. Draw 5 cards and gain 2 dazed. Could be situationally really useful.
It has like an actual eye.
Where are your enemies? Oh, here.
Yeah.
Okay. These guys we don't shuffle in. I should actually find where they go, or else Mom will get mad at me. She'll see that she'll see that I put them away in the wrong place, and she'll be upset.
Clash, Pommel Strike, and Rage.
Everything clears between combats, but they do stay between rounds of combats. Yes, unlike the video game. Yeah, totally. And it's like, because I know that there's a difference there, I always I keep convincing myself that they stay after combat, which wouldn't really make sense. But
and then you would just have like 4 vulnerable, and then it would just be like
yeah. Anyways, I keep convincing myself of that because
I took Pommel Strike.
You took Pommel Strike, so you can draw a card. You didn't have any Inflame, Demon Form, etc.?
I had Clash and Rage as well, and I was like, this is better. I get to draw. I get card draw.
Okay, so I got some choices here.
Which is pretty OP.
Calculated Gamble, I'm not going to take. Discard your hand, then draw that many cards. Exhaust. That could be good, but
Cloak and Dagger.
I don't want to do it. So neither of these is viable. Terror.
Oh, Terror.
Which gives Vulnerable, and then I exhaust it. And Cloak and Dagger, which gives me an armor and 1 shiv. So I like the idea of doing like a little shiv build here. I'm kind of into it.
You remember when you did that build in the game, and then...
Yeah, it was fun. I had the Relic that made me do like 4 extra damage per shiv, and it was awesome.
But you did also this one run where you got the thing that made you not discard your hand. Couldn't get shivs.
It's true. That was a challenge. That did happen one time. Okay, so listen, let's decide here, Sarah. Are we trying?
Oh wait, we need to get rid
Also, be aware that you can trade potions outside of combat and pool cash together at shops. That is good to know, because I was imagining we could do that, but I didn't. This just goes to the bottom. Okay, so the question is, Sarah, do I want to live the Shiv dream with Cloak and Dagger, Or
Shiv Dream.
I think I want to take Terror, because like imagine I use Terror and you hit him with Heavy Blade for 6 or whatever. That could be really useful.
Yeah, but
right?
then you want to Shiv. You want to get Shiv.
Of course I want to get
You love
Shivs.
them.
But I'm doing the team play and I'm taking
Yeah,
Terror.
the team play.
I'm taking Terror.
Yeah. Okay,
And
take
hope-
Terror and then get Shivs
The only
later.
problem is we need to get Terror and you need to have a Perfected Strike or something at the same time.
I get Heavy Blade or Perfected Strike like every.
I mean, we have a
Other
thin deck currently, right? I'm just going to choose to believe that that's going to work out. Okay, so we are obviously going to an event thing. I don't think we need to rest before doing an elite. I think we should go on the elite path and then we shop after, and then we're happy. What do you think?
We get 2 relics. Actually, we could shop and then get a relic.
I mean, there's a relic here as well. So let's take a look at this map. What do you want to do? You want to go this way?
Mm-hmm.
Like a big wimpy wimp?
Yeah, because you're dying.
What do you mean? Dying schmying? I'm extremely healthy.
You have 6 health.
Okay, let's go that way. Let's go that way. So we get an event. So what do we get? Oh, we got big fish.
Oh, yes.
So each player chooses a different option. So a banana is heal 2 HP. A donut. Donate. What is going on with my reading tonight? A donut is upgrade a starter strike. A box is gain a relic but also gain a curse. And restraint is remove a starter strike. So what do you think? I'll let you pick first. Upgrade a starter strike. I was going to suggest that that's what you should do. And I think...
Yeah, 2 damage.
I think I should take the banana and heal 2 HP, and then I can upgrade at the rest site.
Yay!
Instead of
I can upgrade
having
at
to
the
heal.
rest
We
site.
can both upgrade, right? So I'll take the banana. I heal 2 HP. That was pretty good overall. I don't know that I would, if I was just walking through like a spire, a random spire filled with bad guys, I'd be like, hey, you know what? That banana looks delicious. Let me eat it. I don't think so, but whatever.
Rest site.
Okay, so we got to the rest site. Rest site, you either heal 3 HP or you upgrade a single card in your deck. And I'm going to choose to upgrade.
You know what to upgrade. I'm gonna look at the upgraded version of the...
I'm going to see... Wraith Form would be a lot more attractive if it cost 2, but I don't think it does. No, it's Wraith Form Plus lasts 1 longer, but still costs 3.
Iron Wave Plus is a bit choicey.
2 damage, and that's cool. It's either 2 attack and 1 block, or 2 block and 1
I'll take
damage.
it.
That's pretty cool.
Think
What's...
I mean, it's no use upgrading Heavy. I mean, what if Heavy Blade does more damage? I don't think it does. Let's just see. I'll save that.
It does 5 per strength, which for you right now, you don't have any way of gaining strength.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double
So that's
check.
not very
I'm
lucrative.
just gonna double check.
All right.
Yeah, it's the same amount, just 5 strength. And
Do you think Terror doesn't exhaust? Okay,
Yes.
there you go. I'm upgrading Terror so it no longer exhausts. Instead of once per combat being able to make them vulnerable, I can now just do it whenever. It doesn't leave my deck. I could also live the Shiv Dream with an upgraded Blade Dance, but I'm not going to. I'm doing team play first. Okay?
I know what upgraded terror is because I've had it.
All right, so we're on to that elite now. So I believe what we learned is that the elite spawns in your row. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, summon Sentry, AB, etc. until there's 3 per player, and this guy goes on the right. So that
Hey,
sucks.
we get a relic though, and 2 gold.
Yeah, of course we get a relic, but I wanted this is the one time I wanted the gremlin knob so that you had to deal with it. So we got A, B. No, that's A. Okay, B, A, B, whatever, close enough. I think strictly
Yeah.
this would be this way, but I don't know that it makes a difference. Anyway. Okay, so we got a bunch of sentries. I hate this enemy. Actually, I really don't mind it, but it's just sort of like...
Harder in this.
I think in the video game, you end up often... Like, it's an annoying one to do.
Yeah, these ones are worse.
Strong. Okay, so let's take a general look. These guys are strong. Overall, we're going to have to do somewhere around, what, 45, 50 damage total? 45?
Yeah, but if I get rid of my guys, I can help you with your guys, because you're just going to be like, I'll defend in the
It's
corner.
true. And because of the A-B alternating, we're basically either getting attacked once. It's just like in the video game, where two of them are they're gonna daze us and fill our deck with bull crap, or attack us alternately, essentially. Neither sounds like a great time to me, but what are you gonna do? All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You want to roll the die?
Okay.
I get 7 cards.
One.
1. Okay, so your row is going to attack you for 5 and give you 1 dazed. Mine's going to give me 2 dazed and attack me for 3. If this is anything like the video game, which it feels like, the key to not hating this fight is kill one of the guys in the row, because you get so much daze when there's 3 that your hand becomes worthless really fast. Because remember, we pick those up, they go on top. We pick them up next turn. Like, I'm gonna pick up 2 out of 5 cards are gonna be a waste of time for me next time, right? So I also got an absolute like starter hand. All my cool stuff is not here, so I have Wraith form, but I don't want to use Wraith form, right? I mean, maybe I do want to use Wraith form. That means next round, instead of I would take 1 damage this round, and I would take 1 damage next round. Like, they're gonna attack me for 6 next round, right?
And they're gonna attack. Actually, that's not guaranteed.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't switch. It could just be another 3 in a daze, or double daze. Well, I mean, I can always just defend. Why would I just defend? Well, I guess if I just defend, I don't take damage. I do nothing exciting.
Can't decide
happens.
whether I want 1 defend or 2.
Okay. So let's talk strategy. Who do we want to focus on?
The first one.
In whose row?
Mine. I don't have that much
Okay.
defend cards.
You're right. But yeah, but you do heal and you overall take less damage, right?
I want to kill it though.
Like, your guys do 5 if we roll the bad one. Mine do 6.
I know, I just want to get rid of it.
You want to get rid of Sentry B. Okay. Let's focus. Sentry B is also the strongest one. What if we get rid of this guy? Because, yeah, okay, well, whatever. He's 8. How much damage can you do?
I can do, okay.
What have you got?
If I do Heavy Blade and I take 1 defense from Iron Wave, 5.
You can do 5 damage. So, I mean, I could eliminate that guy this turn, but I'll take 3 damage.
Not worth.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Right? So, here's my challenge in this fight. I don't think I have a good way of contributing without face tanking a lot. Because, basically, all of my cards, like, I'm going to be taking 3 or 6 damage every round. And that means I'm either spending, like, well, I guess my other cards have more defense on them. So I think I'm basically just defending this round, and it sucks, but I'll get an actual hand of cards that aren't trash next round. Okay? And you are going to take 5 damage.
No, if I use Iron Wave, I'll get it.
2 block.
I can get 2 block and do.
Okay.
Okay.
So 2 block and 1 damage. And then do you have any other defense or no?
I have 1 defend, but then.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to Heavy Blade, or are you going to defend and then
I'm
strike?
gonna Heavy Blade.
You're going to Heavy Blade. I think that's the right move. So 3 damage. So he's got 4 HP left. And then
That means I get my defend cards this turn. I got 1.
just don't forget that you're going to... Whoa, don't draw yet. They have to do their stuff.
I'm just gonna say.
Okay, but you're not going to draw those cards because you're going to get a daze,
Oh, yeah.
right? So don't do it yet.
I'll put 1 back.
Okay. So anyways, these guys are going to put 2 daze cards on top of my pile and then attack me for 3. I have 3 block. I'm going to take no damage. These guys are going to put 1 daze on top of your pile. We'll just put it over there because you drew early. And they're going to attack you for 5. You've got 2 block. You're going to take 3 damage. Boom, boom, boom. This is not too bad. You heal 1. Probably get through this without taking any other damage. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got my pommel strike. I can draw.
Cool.
Wait, I got bash.
I literally only have defense cards. So that's cool. Let's see. Let's hope we can roll like 4, 5, 6 this time. 6. Okay, so you're gonna get 2 days and take 3 damage. I am gonna get 1 days and take 6 damage. So I can block 5 of it, but that's like my whole turn. Actually, I can block all 6, but then I don't get. I keep one of these. So that's okay. I'd rather not take the damage. So here's. I literally can't contribute. I have nothing but defense cards here in my hand. So Sarah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Survivor. I have to discard a card. I'm actually gonna discard one of my Daze cards because I don't want to take any damage. That's going to give me 2 block at 1 energy. I'm going to play Blur, which gives me 3 block if I discarded a card, which I did. And then I'm going to play Defend. So I'm at 6 and I have no energy. And that was all I got to contribute. This gets exhausted. And like, what a wicked turn from me. 2 in a row where I've just done nothing. Hey.
I can kill Sentry B, but I'll have to face tank.
Unfortunate.
I can only block 1 damage anyway.
You could pommel strike and see what you get.
It's probably gonna be a defense.
You might be a perfected strike. You didn't draw your perfected strike yet.
Yeah.
Which would do 4, right?
Yeah, but how do I hit it?
Okay, wait. So if you pommel strike and get a defend, let's think this out. If you pommel strike and get a defend, you're gonna be a really sad girl. Basically, because you need to bash and then strike in order to defeat Sentry B. So you go for the guaranteed damage. I think you just kill Sentry B.
Yeah, because then I don't get 2 days.
Well, and then he's out, and that's like a critical break point in this fight. So you bash him for 2, and he gets a vulnerable,
which
and
is
then
how I can kill.
Yeah, and then you strike.
I'll just not put it on.
Yeah, because you're going to strike immediately, and it's going to hit for 2 instead of 1, and he's dead. And you can just, yeah, cool. Okay, so then my guys are going to hit me for 6 and give me a dazed. So I have 6 block, I take no damage. And then what do yours do?
I get
3 damage and a daze.
I'm dying.
You are dying. Good thing we rested before we came here.
I was at full before we came here.
I'm teasing you because it wouldn't have made a difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I draw my entire pile. That means I get my strike plus and my perfected strike.
Okay, so you can go like on a rampage here.
Wait, I can do 5 damage.
Okay.
Which means
so let's roll and see. Let's roll and see what we get. We got a 6. So
they're gonna do 6 damage.
I have no defense cards in my hand this time. So that's unfortunate. But I did get terror. So listen, if you can do 5 damage, we can one-shot one of these guys. Okay? So we should...
I don't want to face tank 3 damage against because I have 1 defense.
Okay, so let's one-shot Sentry A.
Okay.
I mean, I think objectively, it's a terrible idea because I'm going to face tank 6 damage.
Okay, then.
And I have no, okay, so is that your perfected strike? So what else can you do after that?
Okay, I have a strike plus a defend and a regular.
So you can play 1 more. What's your strike plus? 2 damage? Okay, so we can't kill anyone else because we really haven't done a lot of damage. This is a really tough fight for us, honestly.
We might die here.
I don't think we're going to die here.
We're not going to get another rep.
Okay, well, you'll be at 1 HP if we make you face tank that. So let's just, like, is our best option to use my terror on that. I mean, you can almost kill him in one hit anyway. Or you're doing 5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
He has 7 health.
Because I could use my blade dance and I could just kill him with the shivs, right?
Yeah.
And then do you have your strike plus does 2?
Yeah.
Because then we could do 4 damage to somebody else, and maybe we can get through here. Like we might be able to. We might not be able to kill anybody else, but we can probably get close.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't you play your perfected strike? That's 2 energy, and you do 5 damage. Nice. Okay. I am going to play my blade dance for 1. I gain 2 shivs, but I'm just going to use them immediately to just put this guy out of his misery. Okay, so there's no more Sentry A. He's eliminated. Okay, that cost me 1 energy. I've got 2 left. This round is going to really hurt for me, but I'm going to use Terror. Okay, and what is this guy's the weakest, or these guys? They're both 7. Okay, so I'm going to put a vulnerable on him and hope that you are going to come smash him in the face.
Strike, heal.
So he'll take 4 damage. And then that really sucks because I can do 2 damage to him, but not 3. So it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, but that's okay. So I'm going to neutralize. Okay, that's 1 damage and a weakened. The vulnerable's gone.
Yeah.
So he's down to 2
I'll just
HP.
start shuffling. I already got rid
And
of
then
my
with
days.
my last energy, I'm going to strike him. And he's down to 1. And this gets exhausted.
Hey,
Okay.
you're only going to take 5 damage. You'll be at 3 health.
Oh, I'll only take 5 damage. Cool. So
We're
yeah,
going to be at basically the same amount of health, Dad.
it's true. It's just that, anyway.
I don't want that.
No. I really wish we could have found a way to do that 1 more damage, but I don't think there was a good way to make it happen. So anyway, I'm going to take 6 damage, or 5, because this guy's weakened.
And I'm
Sucks
gonna
to
get
suck.
dazed.
And then I get a dazed. And please, I need some help in my row.
Yeah.
You're kind of neglecting me here. Potion! Use your potion to kill it. That's a great idea. That's a great
2.
idea.
So they're going to give you dazed. And mine is going to do 2
Put a card
damage.
from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 energy this turn. Listen, let's retcon that I had used my potion,
You could have killed
and
this.
I could have I could have used my potion to gain my shivs back, right?
Yeah.
And then I could have shivved him once, and he would have been dead.
And you would have taken 3 less damage.
You know what? I could have shivved. In fact, I could have shivved him twice. Like I would have taken 2 less damage, but I could have shivved him twice and then weakened this guy, right? Yeah. If I hadn't used my neutralize on him and used it over here, so I would take 2 damage basically. I would take 3 less damage. This guy would be dead, and this guy would have 1 damage, and I would have no shivs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. That was an extremely helpful suggestion that I kept forgetting that potion existed. Yay! Yeah, I didn't.
Now you only take 3 damage.
I only
you
take
get
3
no block.
instead of.
You get no block. Mine is gonna do 2 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm like, how did I end up with 2 dazed? But that's because I discarded one that one turn.
Yeah.
Right. Man, I am having the most useless turns ever. Okay, did you roll this or no?
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay, so I'm taking 3 damage and a daze, and you're taking 2 damage. So what's this gonna look like, Sarah? How are we gonna make this work? I have a fairly worthless turn.
I got my pommel strike, 2 defense, and a regular.
Okay, so
I could pommel strike.
see what you get. I think that's worth it.
Who do I hit? I could hit this.
I mean, I'm not killing him anyway. I can do 2 damage, right? But I think, like, I think I need help more than you, right? So let's pick the lowest damage guy, the lowest health.
I got a strike.
Okay.
I can.
I think you just defend.
Yeah,
honestly.
I defend and then I take no damage.
They'll take no
Sorry.
damage. You've used up all your energy. Yeah, the sleeves are really pokey on the edges.
No more dazed for me.
And then I'm gonna gain a dazed and take 3 damage. But what I can do is I can just play my hand essentially. So I'm gonna do 2 damage. I'm gonna do 1 damage here, Okay, he's down to 3. And with my strike. And I'm going to use my neutralize over here to do 1 damage, but to weaken him. And then I'll defend for 1. So he's going to attack me for 2. I'll block 1. I'll only actually take 1 damage.
And I'll take 0 damage.
Right, and then I get rid of these 2 dazed, but I gain 1 back. Hurrah!
I take 0 damage.
Wait, hold on. Oh, that was the dazed was my other cards. I'm like, why am I only discarding 3? But
I take 0 damage.
Yeah, you block everything. Great success. At least 1 potion per player per elite fight. Okay, especially the first one, we're going to be your weakest since you have no relics. Yeah, no relics and like, you know, a relatively just a weak, pathetic deck. A 2. Again. So you're going to take damage again.
I can Iron Wave though this guy, and then.
Guess this weekend is gone.
Yeah, I can Iron Wave this guy, and then hopefully you can.
Do you have anything that does more damage? Do you have a heavy blade?
I have heavy blade. Yeah, I could just kill him and then Iron Wave, so I take nothing.
Well, but I mean, I could also terrorize this guy, and then if you heavy blade him, he'll take 6 damage.
Oh yeah, 1.
Yeah, I have my blade dance.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't take any damage this fight, right? And I can be happy.
Okay.
Does that work? Okay? Are you gonna end up taking a bunch of damage?
I mean,
you can Iron Wave.
I can Iron Wave
and use it for both block, and you'll take none.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Terror for 1 energy, and that applies a vulnerable. I'm gonna apply that here. Okay.
Heavy blade.
You're going to hit him with Heavy Blade, which does 3 doubled, so 6 damage. That guy's almost dead. I can Blade Dance, spend your energy. Blade Dance lets me earn 2 shivs. I'm going to spend 1 of them.
This is Epic Adventure.
This is Epic Adventure. I'm going to spend 1 of them to eliminate this Sentry and be a happy, happy boy, because now I will just gain a day. This was at 6. 3?
Yeah, because remember we did a bunch of damage last turn.
Okay. So you're going to Iron Wave, right?
Yeah. Iron Wave, I'll do 1 damage, but I will gain 2.
Who are you going to do the 1 damage to? Guy at the top. Right? Because I can still play a card.
Yeah.
And I have a Shiv. So I'll strike him for my last one, and then I'll Shiv him, and that does 2 damage. He's also dead. I don't gain any days.
Please help me. This guy has no damage. He does 2 damage, but I have 2.
And I get rid of my days, and I never take another one this fight. Living the dream. Okay, so he took 2 damage. You blocked it. We just got to end this 1 Sentry, and then we're on to bigger and better things. Gaining relics. So the bad news is I'm not going to help you that much because I can get a ton of armor.
Well, luckily I got Perfected Strike, and I have 3 strikes in my hand, so that's 6 damage.
Okay, so I'm just going to hit him twice. He's at 5 health. Can you kill him?
Perfected Strike, and he's dead.
Man, Perfected Strike's working out pretty okay. All right, we did it. Well done.
Nicely heal
done.
1.
I do not heal 1. And I don't have any poison in my deck, which, like, I've got the Shiv thing going on, but...
I'm at 5 health.
Not poisons. Wow. Okay, so you get $2, a relic, and a card, right? Or we
What cards are these? Anger, or Rupture.
Do you wanna sort?
Oh, strength.
Do you wanna sort? But you lose an HP. If you're willing to do it, go for it. Do you want to sort your sentries?
Oh yeah. Sentry A, Sentry B. I need $2.
$2.
And a relic.
Okay.
Is Rupture worth it right now?
I don't know.
Or do I take Anger instead? It's Anger or Rupture, because that's what I drew.
The boss in Elite 4 fights, all players gain the rewards. So you get 2. And I get 2. What else was on the card? Relic?
A relic and a card.
Okay, so the way the relics work is we reveal 1 relic per player plus 1. We reveal 3 relics. I will let you pick first. So, what did we get here? We got the Horn Cleat. So, Horn Cleat, on a 1 or a 2, you gain an armor. That might not be bad for you. The Courier, once per combat, look at the top card of the potion or relic deck, buy it or discard it. That also would be pretty cool. The Duvu doll. Gain strength when you draw a curse. Lose that strength at the end of the turn. You don't have any curses in your deck,
No.
but you could take that anticipating taking curses in the future.
I don't want curses.
Okay, so which one of these do you want?
I want... Okay. Can't decide.
So I think, like if we were trying to min-max, I would take the Horn Cleat for you because the biggest weakness you have is not enough armor.
Yeah.
Well, I have tons of armor, right? And this isn't very useful for me.
You don't really need strength.
I mean, strength on shivs is pretty okay, right?
I think...
But
I mean...
I think I'll take the courier.
I can't decide between rupture and anger. Please help me.
Are you going to be willing to lose an HP? I feel like
Probably
the answer is
not.
no, so I would just take anger. Because I think you're going to say that you don't want to lose HP. And you're going to have rupture and it's going to be like a wasted card. Right? Alright, Sentry A. I know you, and you're the type to say,
No.
I don't want to lose HP. Okay, and then I still need to pick a card. You healed the wrong way. You went from 6 to 5. You should have gone up to 7 instead. That's you. Whoopsies.
Oops.
That'd be a bad mistake to make. Okay, so I get a card from that. Oh, hey, more. I can live the oh, do I live the poison dream or the shiv dream? Why are you saying it like that? Decide, 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 like an echo?
Yeah.
So I think poison just stays and it just plays a poison token. Oh, okay, stop that. At the end of the turn, enemies with poison lose 1 HP per token they have. It ignores block and you don't remove it until they are dead. There can't be more than 30 poison combined on enemies. I mean,
Imagine there was 30 enemies and you just put 1 poison and I'll put them with like... What if you had Crippling Cloud and you applied 2 poison and there was 30 enemies? Do it?
I mean, this skill is also pretty good. 1 armor and all enemies get weakened. They all do 1 less damage. That's kind of cool. I think I gotta go poison, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
All right. You're supposed to draw 3, pick 2 on boss relics. You're supposed to each draw 1 random one. There's a variant you can play where you draw 2 and distribute them as you like. Oh, it was for boss relics too. You're right. I totally got that wrong, but you know what? Whatever.
Oh,
I think we got there. I think we
put the
picked
Sentries away.
I think we picked the first 2 relics that anyway. So I feel like we would have ended up with the same ones, but we'll remember that for next time. Only boss relics do we get to pick.
Okay.
Keep getting hung up on these little like minor rules things. I don't know.
Okay,
Anyways.
now we move on to a chest.
Oh, what do you think we get there?
Relics!
Yes, so we don't pick. We just gain 1, right? We'll pretend we didn't pick that first time, right? And I'll wish we got a boss relic. You want to pick first?
Sure.
Go for it. Get the reliciest damn relic that ever relic.
Golden Idol. End of combat, gain a gold.
What? So you heal and gain a money?
Yay!
I got a serpent head.
I want that one so badly.
So at events, gain $2 when you enter the room. Every event, I get $2.
I wanted that one so badly.
I'm way cooler than you.
You know, I don't know how to find that in, like, the video game. It's, like, impossible to get that right.
The serpent head? Is that like what the girl's wearing? The one that summons daggers? She's wearing a serpent head. Yeah. The one elite that summons daggers.
No!
She totally is.
I don't want to kill that elite for a serpent head.
Well, I don't know if you'd get it off that elite. I'm just saying that visually.
Okay,
That's
so
what she's
there's
doing.
the serpent, and you can
Serpent.
and
yes.
you can get 175 gold, but get cursed without. I want its head.
Okay, so we like actively avoided going to a shop, right? Like we if we can get one if we go that way. Do you think it's worth doing? I think it is, but then we don't get to heal.
Yeah, but I mean, do we want to face another?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You tell me. What do you want to do? So we can either, like, listen. If we go this way, I get $4 just from existing before the shop, right? We do 1 more fight and then we can heal before the boss. right?
How
I think
much do
that's
we heal at?
3. Like you would be full. I would be 1 away from full, assuming we make it there without taking damage, right? If we don't want to shop, we can do 2 fights, heal something, and just take our money to Act 2 and see what happens.
I don't know. You pay.
I think we go the event way. I think we should abuse my $2 when I enter the room.
Serpent.
Okay. So my serpent head means I get $2. Thank you. I'll take a 5 and put $3
Okay.
back.
Living wall. The 3 faces materialize from the walls in space. Forget what you know and I'll let you go. I require change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow.
I think that you need to read this in the voice of the dude that's in the well in the Cuphead show.
Oh no!
You think you can do it?
I can't do the quadratus voice.
Quadratus? Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember his name even, so I definitely couldn't do it. Okay, so we're either removing a card, transforming a card, or upgrading a card. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna upgrade.
I have a strange feeling the poison upgrade would be really sweet.
Sweet, like beating bosses will be.
Oh, it's still
Nice.
it makes it 0 instead of 1.
But
Is that
wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice, but is that what I really want?
Plus 2 damage. Okay. I already know what I'm taking. I'm taking Perfected Strike plus 3 damage, except plus 2 damage for each other card in your
Okay,
hand.
that's wicked. That is unacceptably amazing. I'm jealous. Let's see what Blade Dance does if I upgrade Blade Dance.
I think it's 3 shifts.
I think it's also 3 shifts.
Yay!
It is 3 shifts. I mean, I feel like Blade Dance... I'd rather have more shivs than free poison.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the Blade Dance. I'm going to also upgrade a card.
I'm upgrading Perfected Strike.
I could also
because it's
remove
so
a card,
wicked.
but... I mean, upgraded Perfected Strike seems bonkers, Sarah. That seems extremely good.
Carnage.
Okay, so want to go to the next one? I'll take my $2. I'm going to read it. All right, we found the Cleric. So it says, hello, friend. I am Cleric. Are you interested in my services? So we can heal. We pay 1 gold, heal 3 HP. We can do a prayer, pay 2 to upgrade. Purify, pay 3 to remove a card or do nothing. What do you want to do?
I don't need to.
How did you heal?
I didn't. I keep on bumping the key.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, that seemed really weird. So, what are you thinking?
Heal 3.
For $1. I mean, I feel like I can always heal later.
No! Dad, don't do this. Don't do this. Heal now.
Fine, I'll heal now. It's so, like, okay. Fine, we'll play conservative
But then
Spire
we can upgrade
slaying.
at the rest.
Or, you know, get our butts kicked and not. Okay, so, what do we got here?
An enemy.
A large slime.
Okay, so
need a
the
key.
summon is summon an acid slime at the start of next one.
Okay, so we get 1 round to punch him in the face and then he summons an acid slime.
We get 2.
Oh, I see. It's when it gets to the summon action there. Oh, and he does it repeatedly. Every 3rd thing. Okay, and then what else have we got for an enemy?
Jawworms again.
A 10 HP Jawworm that does a lot more damage. Sweet. We face the, like, little Jawworm. Now, I'm going to use my Relic. Once per combat, look at the top card of the potion or
Are you happy that we
Relic
healed now?
deck. Buy it or discard it. I want to look at relics. I got $10. Surely I look at a relic, right?
I've got $7.
Yeah, I want to look at a relic. I don't want a potion.
Wait, you.
Dolly's Mirror on a 1. Trigger a die relic ability. Its owner gains the effect. So I could trigger, like, my own or yours or whatever. We don't have... I mean, we have that 1. But you're going to get it anyway.
And that costs $7.
$7. I don't think I want this. I want it. We're going to shop next turn. I want another try. Okay. So,
I gain a block. Actually, wait a minute.
why would you gain a block? We haven't rolled, yeah.
Sorry.
Why don't you roll? Why don't you roll and see what we get?
Scared.
A 6. So this guy's gonna gain 2 block and a strength.
And this guy's gonna hit everybody for.
I mean, he just does whatever. He hits all of us for 1.
That's not bad.
And you don't gain your block. What are you doing with your money there? You're just thinking about it?
No, I'm trying to sort it by most valuable to least valuable.
All right. Aren't they all 1s?
No, they're all 5s. So each 5.
In which case, they still couldn't be sorted. But
no, you can
you
sort them.
do you.
Okay.
Okay, I got basically no defend this round, which is great because who wants to defend anyway?
He's gonna do.
I can also neutralize that guy, and he'll hit us all for 0.
Oh yes, please.
Okay, so I'll just start with that. I'll lead with that. I'll spend 0 to play a neutralize. That does 1 damage to this slime and weakens him. His weaken makes his next attack do 1 less damage. Instead of hitting us all for 1, he'll hit us all for 0, which means none of us will take any damage this turn, and we can just kind of go all out
I'll pommel strike.
and draw a card. Okay.
Strike plus. I want perfected strike. Look at this hit.
Next time. Which when you don't have any strikes. Don't forget to spend your energy. Okay, so I got 3 energy still because my neutralize was free, and I know
kill him.
that I'm going to just be striking and blade dancing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to strike, blade dance. So I'll strike him twice, and then I'll grab 3 shivs, and I am not going to commit to using them yet. But that's all my energy.
For all my energy, I can.
Can you hit him twice?
Yeah, I can do 3 damage.
Okay. Sure.
And then we only need to deal with the jawworm, and he's not gonna summon.
The neutralize didn't even matter.
Hey, but it mattered because it did a damage.
I guess you're right. But I could have shifted. But anyway, that's fine. It was a 0 card anyway. We'd have to really know our min-maxing to have figured that out. So, I'm out of energy. I could use my shivs now before he gets any armor. Or he's going to get 2 armor and a strength.
I mean, that would be
I don't
nice.
think there's a compelling reason why I would hang on to them. I'm just going to shiv him for 3 damage. Attack, attack, attack.
And I can hit him without having to face the threat of death.
Oh yes, I'll face tank the guy with my, I'll defend myself with poison. Anyways, he gains a strength and 2 armor.
I got my perfected strike, and I have 1 strike, but I also have heavy blade. And I have anger. Okay, this is the hand.
This is the hand, the dream hand,
This
the golden
does
hand.
5 damage.
Okay, so can we just kill him? I can use terror. He has a vulnerable now. He takes double damage.
He takes 10 damage, which is enough to break through his block and then kill him.
Kill him. So easy peasy, we win. See you, nerd. See, I did the team thing. I took the terror for all your huge damage cards. I didn't realize your perfected strike was going to be that good, though.
It's that good
It's-
when I have 1 strike in my hand.
Especially the plus perfected strike, right?
That's when I have 1 strike
So
in
I get
my
a buck.
hand, which will rarely ever be.
You get a buck and a potion. And you get an extra buck from your
You
relic.
can't lose more than 1 health this round.
Nice. When you're going to face tank 6 or something. So you get an extra $1 from your relic, right? And then you get a card, and I also get a card.
Actually, how many dollars?
Do you want 2 5s?
No, I have $9. I'll take
1 5 is right there. The money is very satisfying in this game.
It is.
I gotta say, they did a good job. A little thicker than most.
I need to get a card. Put this.
Where did this deadly poison here from? Oh, I started dealing them out. And then I stopped. I got distracted. Ooh, dagger spray. AoE.
Ooh, golden ticket.
So if you choose that, you just get the top card of your rare deck instead
But
of...
it says golden ticket can't be.
Or,
reveal
sorry.
it.
Yeah, sorry. You reveal it now. And you get to choose that instead. My mistake.
Pervious. 6 block.
So this goes to the bottom of your other deck, your common deck. Okay?
I don't know. Twin strike, Warcry, and impervious. I kind of want to pick Impervious.
Honestly, the single thing you need most is a way to get strength, which you don't have there. So I would take Impervious while you've got the option. So Impervious gives a ton of armor, right? Impervious gives 6 armor, but you exhaust it, so you can only use it once per combat. You don't have to use it, but if you do use it, it's gone. Now, Sarah, I have to basically commit here. I can either commit further to poison, which I think is probably the move, or Slice complements my hand well. 1 damage plus 1 if you have a Shiv.
That's 2 damage.
2 for 0 if I have a Shiv, right?
Dagger Spray.
And Dagger Spray is 2 separate attacks.
I like Dagger Spray.
We don't have any AoE.
I love Dagger Spray and...
Okay. But I think I should go Poison instead.
Poison!
Because
Yeah, take it.
I think having 2 of these in my deck makes them way more effective than having 1.
Yeah.
Right? So...
It doubles it.
Well, I mean, yeah. And then because they take that round, or that damage consecutively every round, it never goes away. Like, that's huge. Right?
And it takes us 4 rounds of doing nothing to kill it. Like, damage.
Okay, so we're at the shop, right?
Yeah!
So...
Merchant!
Merchant. So look here.
Not for sale.
Here's how the costs work in this game. So 1 card is on sale for 1 less, which I totally ignored the entire time previously. Okay, but these are relics. So what's our sale relic? The blue candle.
Once per combat, exhaust up to 2 cards in your hand. Once per combat, draw 1 card for each card in your exhaust pile.
Red
5
map.
or 6.
Weaken. So, okay. And then potions. We've got explosive potion, 2 damage to any row. Skill potion. The next skill you play is played twice. And weak potion is 2 weakness. Now you can also remove a card once per player for $3. And you can the cards we reveal 3 cards, and they cost based on their rarity. Do you need to take a break? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, listen. We are going to take a quick 2-minute break. Maybe 5-minute break, okay?
2 minutes.
We're gonna take a brief break here, and when we get back, we will choose what to buy and continue on our merry way. We're almost at the boss at the end of Act 1. I have a strange feeling Act 1 is where we're likely to stop. Because it's...
Wait, we didn't draw Act 1 boss.
You're right, we were going to reveal it on stream, and then we did our Neow, and we forgot about the Act 1 boss. Okay, so when we get back, we'll reveal the Act 1 boss 2 steps before we get there, and we'll finish shopping here. So we will be right back in just a couple of minutes. All right, so Sarah's back. She brought a snack, but once again excluded me. So it's just the way it is, I guess. But anyhow, the good news is we're gonna buy some stuff, feel really prepared, and we're going to whoop this boss's butt. The boss that we were supposed to deal out from these cards is the same bosses as in the video game, if you haven't, if you're familiar with that. But I forgot to do it as part of setup. Like, we were gonna do it on stream, and then we just totally forgot. So Sarah, I'm gonna shuffle these up, and you're gonna tell me left or right hand.
Left.
All right, so I had 2 cards in the left hand. So left or right?
Right. No!
What's that one, Sarah? What do you think that one is?
The Hexaghost that
I think
want
that
to stab.
might be the Hexaghost. You're right. So we're just gonna set that over there and not worry about it until later. All right. So when we're shopping, Sarah, we also get to flip out our top 3 cards. And these are available for purchasing as well.
Disarm.
I am extremely obliged to buy this. Crippling Cloud, AoE Poison, and a Weaken. I mean, is that going to be super useful for the boss fight?
This is what I got.
It's not going to be not useful, right?
These are what I have.
Clothesline, 3 damage and a Weaken. Seeing Red, gain 2. I mean, you've had lots of times where you want to play a few extra cards. That might not be terrible, right? But it's only once ever. You have to have it in hand, you know? Anyways, you don't have to buy the cards. The cards cost based on their rarity. So listen, I think I should buy Crippling Cloud without question. It costs me 3. Okay? So...
Oh, all my...
AoE Poison.
2.
Too good. And I think not only do I need Crippling Cloud, but I need to spend the extra $2 and buy this skill potion, because the next skill you play this turn is played twice. Like Crippling Cloud, for instance. AoE Poison or whatever, you know? There's options there. So, what do you think about the relics that we saw up here? You liking any of them or not really? Exhaust up to 2 cards in your hand.
The red mask.
The red mask just being able to occasionally weaken. I also like the idea that we kind of like if we have more numbers on dice rolls, so like more frequently we're getting benefits. That's nice, right?
I want the red mask.
It's $7. Are you prepared to pay it?
I'll have $2 left.
$2 is enough to buy one of your gray cards. You could get Clothesline, 3 damage and a Weaken.
Okay.
Not terrible.
I'm gonna buy.
Seeing the red mask.
And
So that's $7. Okay, and then do you want to buy one? You don't have to buy one of your cards, but you could. So you're choosing. You can't buy this one anymore, right? Because it's $3. Or I mean, we can trade money, right? So I could loan you. In fact, yeah, I paid 4. Anyways, I got $6. I could loan you some money. But
I don't know. I don't think...
do you want any of those cards or not really?
I kind of want Clothesline and...
Well, here, I'll spot you the $2.
Okay.
Right? Because $2 each.
Yeah.
All right. All done. I'm not going to buy acrobatics or backflip. Not feeling them this time.
Claire feels acrobatics.
It's true. It's true. I think overall that was a successful shop. And
I'm not sure what to do with this.
Is that garbage?
Yeah.
I see. So you not only did you fail to bring me a snack, but you're producing garbage for me to dispose of. I'll show you a magic trick. We'll deal with it later. Okay. We'll deal with it off stream.
Yeet.
Anyway, okay. So, we get to go to that rest stop. We're full basically. I could heal the 1 HP, but I think I'm gonna greed and take a upgrade.
I'm gonna upgrade because I'm full.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
What is impervious plus?
I don't know. I'm gonna upgrade Crippling
It's
Cloud
8
probably.
block
Well,
instead of 6.
oh,
but you're still
AoE
exhausted.
2 poison? Let's go.
I don't think I'm gonna upgrade it.
I'm upgrading Crippling Cloud and living the dream. The
Nice.
Crippling Cloud dream.
Actually, I think I'm gonna upgrade Clothesline because it's 4 damage. And it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I think that's something that I've been trying to do more is take more cards that provide weak because like it's more effective than block later in the game. I mean, in the video game. Here, probably that's not as true, but that's okay. All right, so let's go do this boss. Let's have a look-see here.
I hate the Hexaghost.
So the boss is adjacent to all rows, okay? And the Hexaghost is Sarah's least favorite boss from Act
it's
1.
the hardest.
It is, and with 2 players, he's got how much health?
75. I think.
75, that's right. So we'll use this board to track it. So he's got 75. Okay, and we'll need a cube for his actions. So what's that, like a burn?
Probably.
It would be too easy for it to have been on the icon reference thing here. Status. Oh, that's these cards. Okay, so status cards. It goes in our discard pile. Okay, so the burn, it says put in your discard pile. It's unplayable. End of your turn. Take 1 damage if it's in your hand. So it's just like in the video game. What are you looking for? Oh, you're looking at all the cards?
What I wanted to find were...
Demon form.
Actually, I already found Demon Form. Demon Form Plus, and it's cost 2, and it's a starter tree.
Well, that's way easier than flipping cards around. But anyway, why don't we put that away for now?
But what I wanted to find this.
Okay.
I'm looking
Is it going to affect our fight?
I'm just looking for relics. It's not gonna affect.
Okay. So, listen, I'm going to use my courier. Because I can look at the top card of the potion deck and maybe buy it. Gain a strength, lose a strength at the end of the turn. A flex potion. I don't know if we can trade potions in combat. I think we can trade them outside of combat.
Please.
But I don't actually know if there's rules around that or not. But it's nonetheless worth buying on account of I say so. What did you lose?
Cards.
Cards. Let's see what it says in here about trading. I don't know where that would be included. Would it be?
The merchant said once is like buy something. That's all he said. Buy something.
Yeah, that sounds like something the merchant
Give me
would
your
say.
money. It's not safe.
Ooh, Act 4, we'll have to get... Who is the merchant? I don't know. I don't know if this is easily findable in here.
And why does he set up like a mat
Yeah.
and then just sits there? Like,
Well-
isn't some monster gonna find you
Well,
and
obviously
attack you?
we're there. Like, he's got some business, right?
I mean, but why does he just sit there? Some monster's gonna find him and attack him one day. And he's gonna learn his lesson.
I don't know. I don't see anything. You know what? Let's just... It stands to reason that I could huck a potion at your head.
And I'll
You
just
know.
be like,
So this guy just attacks all of us every round. Right? So that kind of sucks.
it gets progressively worse.
It does, and then it goes back to the top. So that's how
Yes.
these ones with the cubes work. Every round it just proceeds through, and then once it's on this one, it'll go back to the top one.
Let's try to kill him.
Okay, and we get a boss relic and an upgrade card after this. So
Is that like a rare card? Or...
The boss relics are these relics. They're better. Okay. And then the rare cards are like, yeah, the golden ones. That's just a rare card.
Does that mean demon form?
Maybe. Okay. So let's look. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Let me get mine.
So what's he going to do? He's going to attack us all for 1 and give us a burn. I feel like the burn cards are going to start to get really sucky really fast. So...
I can defend, so I take no damage. Clothesline. Actually, I could just clothesline and then not.
Yeah, if you clothesline him, then none of us, we don't have to defend, and
clothesline.
We're happy.
And that means...
Cool.
But that's 2 energy.
I have like all my defend cards in this hand, so that's going to be interesting. But I think I'm going to apply a poison to him.
Oh yeah.
It starts now. Okay, so that's 1 energy. And then...
I can strike him.
I can strike in Blade Dance Plus. So I have 3 shivs.
Okay, so now he's at
and
70.
You hit him? That was
no,
your
you
strike?
hit him.
Okay, so you did your clothesline, and I hit him with a strike, and I'm just going to use my shivs again immediately. Because... Or maybe I'm going to use one of the shivs.
69.
I'm going to hold on to the 2 of them. In case I randomly... Wait, I don't even have the strength up thing. I gave it to you. I'm going to use all my shivs. Okay.
And then I can...
So that's all my energy.
And then I'm going to strike him.
For 1. Nice. He's down to 66?
Yeah.
And is that all your energy you're spent?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, we did it. Now, he
0 damage.
attacks us all, but he fails, but we each gain a burn into our discard pile. Okay, that sucks. So this round, he's going to attack us all
For 2.
For 4?
That's 2 twice then.
Yeah.
I can block it all, but only if I do 1 damage.
Well, I got a disappointing hand. But,
Terror hit. No, I'm just kidding.
I can. I will, probably.
I mean...
Do you have anything that does lots of damage, or no? Strike plus?
My best is strike plus.
Okay, so I can weaken him also, but it'll only weaken the first attack. We'll do 1 damage to all of us, and then 2 to all of us, right?
Yeah. Oh,
But-
we forgot to get rid of this.
Oh, you're right. Well, we'll need it anyway. So look, I'll start by neutralizing him. So I'll spend 0 energy in order to weaken him and do 1 damage. Okay? And then I'm going to use my terror
I'm waiting to get my heavy blade.
to apply a vulnerability to him. I mean, listen, the vulnerability lasts. We didn't reduce his damage or his health by 1 for my poison last time,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right? Anyways, I could apply the vulnerability last if we want to save it for a perfected strike or something, which is probably better, actually. It's so hard to remember that. It doesn't go down every round, right? So we don't want to, like...
So I will Iron Wave.
Okay.
And that'll do 1 damage. I want to block.
Okay. Did you track your energy?
So then I could defend 2 more times, and then I would no damage. But I think I'm gonna strike plus 2 damage, and then I'll defend for 1. I have 3 block and 0.
Okay. So I used my survivor and discarded Wraith form. That gave me 2 block, and then I can't get that 3rd block, but I can strike him for 1. Okay, so he's down to 60. Was he at 62 or 61?
He was at 60.
I think so too. Okay. And then I'm going to use my terror and put this vulnerable on him so that next round you can do a lot of damage to him.
Wait a minute, he's only doing 3 damage anyways. Because that weakened.
Yeah, yeah.
For that.
Yeah, but I only have 2, sadly. So,
okay.
anyways,
so...
he's going to take 1 from the poison. And vulnerable doesn't, like, it's vulnerable's only on attacks.
Yeah, I used only 3 blocks. You take a damage.
I do take a damage. I blocked the first attack, and then
I got my perfect.
I block.
strike.
I guess I block. The first attack's only for 1, and then I block half
This
the next
is plus
attack.
6. This gets plus 6 as well.
So this
because
was totally the play. This was totally the play, and you're gonna hit him for double, Sarah.
Okay, so 3 plus 6 is 9. Doubled is 18.
That's pretty acceptable.
Okay, I'll hit him with perfected strike. 18. 9,
So he's at 0,
0.
and then that goes down by 1. Okay, so he's down to 40 HP. That's acceptable. I guess if we have to. And this time he'll just be adding 2 burns. We don't need to defend. Okay?
Yeah.
Which is fabulous because, I mean, do you think we're going to be able to kill him quickly? I feel like we're doing okay.
I can anger for free.
Okay.
And I can pommel strike just because it does the
Because
most
I could
damage.
skill potion my crippling cloud, but I don't know if it's worth doing that. We min-max or no?
He'll have 5 poison.
I mean, eventually he's going to be hitting us for like 6. That's going to be rough. Maybe I just do it. Let's just decide to win. I'm going to use my skill potion, and I'm going to play my crippling cloud
twice.
So he gets 2 weak and 4 poison. I don't know if there's 5 poison tokens, but we'll just...
No, just 1. Actually,
There we
there's...
go. 5,
That's
10.
10.
So 3, 4, 5. Okay. And that cost me 2 energy, so I'm down to 1. And with that final one, I will apply another poison. Oh, this gets exhausted though. And I'm done. I can't. I have
I'll just
no more
pommel
energy.
strike.
I'm finished.
I'll just pommel strike because it does the
I'll
most.
just pommel strike if I have to. Gotta draw that card though,
Yeah.
which means
What
it's
is
wasted.
it? No!
You wasted your heavy blade.
Can we
Imagine.
pretend that it was this card?
I guess I shouldn't be shuffling these yet because I haven't drawn cards yet, strictly speaking.
Why? I hate pommel strike. Can we?
That's okay. Just the way it goes.
Uh,
The good news is
that I can't use my potion.
you greeted for that. It's fine. We forgot to roll the die, which we're gonna just start remembering from now on. Okay, but
Take 6
he takes 6 damage from my poison.
He's
Yeah.
dying.
He's down to 31. We each gain 2 burns into our deck, which means we're probably gonna start seeing them soon. I'm drawing 1 card and then I have to shuffle.
I'm drawing C in red and then.
He doesn't burn us this time, but he does gain 5 armor.
But poison hits through armor.
Yes, it does, which is why I thought poisoning him would be a good idea. So it just sits there, stacking. Much poison. 6 poison. Not bad.
I got perfected strike and it's plus 6 again.
Well, let's see if I got terror, because that would be cool. I did not.
Hey, but it's 9 damage still.
Hmm. You know what's interesting?
What?
I was just reading about how weak works, and I think we got it wrong earlier. I think I shouldn't have taken that damage, because it says deal -1 damage on each sword in the next attack, then remove the token.
We had forgotten to.
No. We applied it to the first attack and not the second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All attacks on a multi-hit are affected equally by weakened or vulnerable. Remove 1 weakened token when the entire multi-hit is complete. I don't know if this counts as a multi-hit. That's more for us doing it rather than other players or the enemy. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide. I think that like he's gonna attack for 2, not for 1. Right? Like I think this is gonna use 1 weak token per attack, not multiples.
Can I start?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so we'll start by using anger.
I'm glad you were listening to me and have an opinion. It's not like I was looking for help or anything.
I'll use anger, so that gets him down to exactly 30. And then I will perfected strike.
Sure.
And that's 9 damage. That
Solid.
It's down to 21. And anger's free, so I have one left.
Do we always just play new games every stream, or do we go back and play others as well? That depends. So
he's at 20 health.
Well done, Sarah. That depends. So I would say
10 damage.
That
actually 11 damage.
We sometimes lately we've been using streaming as a means of playing new games, right? This is the second time we've played Slay the Spire. I played it on Sunday solo, and this is the second time we're playing it. Now obviously with 2 players. Okay, so what am I going to do? He's going to attack for 2. I'm going to defend, gain a block. I'm going to neutralize him, so he'll get another weak token. Okay, and he'll take a damage.
That's 19.
Down to 19. And then I have strike, strike, or strike, so I can use 2 strikes, and he'll be down to 17.
He's dying!
And that'll be that. Also, what were your thoughts on Black Mold? Oh, okay. Welcome in, Mr. Snipes.
And he takes
6 damage from poison. And then if I'm understanding this correctly, let's just assume 1 weak token per attack. So he's going to hit everybody for 2. Okay, and we'll get rid of one of these. Not for 0. I think that's how we do it. So I have 1 block, I'll take a damage. Okay.
I have 0 block, I'll take 2 damage.
Okay. And then he gains 5 armor. With respect to Black Mold, what did you think of Black Mold? Do you remember when we played?
Yeah.
The breath holding game?
Yeah. Wasn't that the stream that we started our stabs?
Ooh, it might have been. It might have been. But
no, we started our stabs on that House of Cats.
That's a weird thing to say out of context. We started our stabs. We have a little receipt stabber where we where we place our ratings for games. I really liked Black Mold. It has a bit of a rough rules set. There was definitely some rules ambiguities, some things we weren't sure what to do, right? But once we had it like kind of figured out, I thought that the gimmick in Black Mold is that you're holding your breath while taking your turn. And generally your turn, you have like some kind of like trivial seeming tasks to do, like, you know, rolling dice or whatever, while you're like in order to do an action. And like, when I say it out loud, it sounds kind of silly, but it like, honestly, it feels stressful when you're doing it, right? You're trying to go quick and it feels stressful. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was awesome because like, it was like a gimmick that's thematic. You know, you're trying to avoid getting a weird lung infection, so you're holding your breath. And, you know, the way it's executed on made it feel legitimately difficult. It worked, basically. I really liked it. I've been thinking about board games in terms of moments lately. Do you remember when we were in that little crawl space?
Yeah.
Right? So Sarah and I played Black Mold, and we're in this little crawl space in this thing. And the way the rules work is once everybody's left the crawl space, it kind of goes away. You can't find it again. But when someone's in there, you can let other players in. And we were like alternating, like one of us, you know, taking our breath and leaving this crawl space and like rummaging for stuff. I can't remember what we were trying to find, but then we were trying to find
that thing to craft that item.
That's right. Then you indicate that you want to come back in by, you know, knocking on the table, and the other person has to decide to let you back in or not. Right? Welcome. And we were kind of I'm welcome. I found the crawl space, lady.
Welcome back in.
Anyways, we were alternating, you know, these short trips out to find supplies while holding our breath, and it felt like really thematic in a way that, you know, that's not an experience that you usually get out of your average board game.
Spire, you could just make a spire, you know, like play Jenga or something, and then grab a sword and like slay the spire.
That's the thematic Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
We stab Jenga. Weird.
You write Spire on the Jenga.
You're a funny girl.
And then you cut it, and then
Okay,
you slay Spire.
So only 2 damage and a burn this time, and he's only got 19 health, and he's gonna take 6 damage from poison. So we're getting close here.
Hey, look at this!
Can we?
I got heavy plate.
Okay. So do you have any strength? Your flex potion. So we can probably kill him this turn, right?
Okay, so I'll use it.
You'll use your flex potions. That gives you 1 strength. Okay, and then what's heavy blade do? It's 3 damage.
Plus 3, so that's 6
plus
damage.
3, so it's 6 damage. I thought you had the upgraded one, but 6 is still
That
good.
breaks through all of his armor
And does a damage. Oh, I forgot he had armor. So he's down to 10 HP.
Yeah.
Okay, and what else can you do?
Well, I can
We can kill him. We can kill him.
I can do anger to put him down to 9.
Okay, so this is gone, and he's down to 9 HP. I'm going to, on principle, apply some additional poison. So he now has 7 poison. Okay, so if he's 7 HP or lower, he will die. And then I can Blade Dance, get 3 shivs, use them all. He's now at 6 HP. It's the end of the round. He dies to poison. We defeated him. We did it.
Yeah. Oh, boss relic, boss relic.
Boss Relic. Yes, and we can actually choose it this time. Like we did before, even though we weren't supposed to. Whoopsie doodles.
Now we need to remove all the burns.
Replayability, I hope to watch you both more. It definitely helps me choose new games. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. And honestly, as far as replayability on Black Mold, I think, like, good but not great. If you enjoyed the experience, would you play Black Mold again?
I think it's a bit scary. Yes.
It's scary. I don't think you were scared.
No, I was scared after.
Did we win?
Yeah.
But
we
only
escaped
barely.
Together.
But only barely. Because there was some opportunity there for you can escape together, or you can, like, there's some betrayal opportunity too. I would say that.
Mom was like, "You're gonna trace."
Yeah,
it."
yeah.
And I was like,
people watching stream were certain that we were gonna, that specifically I was going to betray you, right?
but you never did.
Overall replayability, the gimmick worked so well that I'd be happy to play it again. But it's not a game I'm gonna play like 5 times in a row over a weekend or something like that. It's a sort of game that I'm probably going to play. I'm going to keep it. It's going to stay in my collection, and I'm going to play it once and then let it sit for a couple of months before I play it again. You know, that's the type of game that I think it is, and in that context, I think the replayability is pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so
I've removed my burns.
let's resolve our boss stuff,
Relic.
and then we're gonna pack this up and call it a day, right? Because it took us long enough to get through that first act that we cannot do another one, but we can resume.
We did it in like a half an hour.
We can't do it in half an hour.
Yeah, we can.
Sarah, no, we can't. Listen, it's taken us 2 hours to do Act 1. We're not going to play 4 times faster. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think we can.
No, I don't think we can, and we're not going to try. No. Okay, so what do we
It's
get?
actually more than 4 times.
What do you
20
mean?
times 4 is 80. I said we can.
Do it in 20 minutes?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
6 times faster.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do
So
it.
anyways, we each get $3. I'm going to take 5 because I have 2.
I
and
have
I'll-
$0.
There you go.
$5 instead.
Now we get a boss relic. So
Give me the boss
this is what we did this wrong the first time, but let's get it right this time. We put out 3
Pandora's
and we choose one. Transform 3 cards. The tiny house, gain a card, a potion, $3, and upgrade a card. And the Snecko Eye, which gives you something no matter what, but 5s and 6 are bad.
Praise Snecko.
Praise Snecko, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Are you going to take the Snecko Eye and live the
Yeah.
dream? It's good.
I love Sneckos.
You love Sneckos. Is that just because you have a gecko?
No, it's because I love Snecko.
Okay.
I hate to fight with them, but I think they're just trying to defend themselves.
Maybe.
You're just someone walking in with a sword, and they're just like, "Hey, don't hurt me."
I'm going to live the dream with Pandora's box here. So Pandora's
Oh,
box
no.
says transform 3 cards. And then discard this. So we're gonna
I see my stab. Can I grab the stab?
sure. Which cards should I transform?
Neutralize. No, I'm just kidding.
No, neutralize is great. I think I'm transforming
Defend.
I'm transforming. I mean, mostly I've added poison and stuff to my deck, but like I'm kind of over-indexed
Yeah, our
on
first one was the.
House of Cats.
Yeah, not Black.
That's
The
okay.
week after Black Moon.
Well, I'm gonna transform 2 strikes and a defend. And what do I get, Sarah? What do we get? 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 What do we get?
Wraith form.
We get escape plan. Draw a card. If you draw a skill, gain an armor. It costs 0. Deflect. It also costs 0. 1 armor plus 1 if you have a shiv. That's not bad for me. And well-laid plans. End of turn, you may retain 1 cards. So I got rid of all of my attacks, thinking I'm gonna get a bunch of attack cards, and I literally got nothing that does damage. That was so bad. I was thinking I'm a little over-indexed on defense, but I'll probably get attack cards back, and I got
You said we're gonna play
None.
our top 100 next.
yes.
And the week after.
We're not going to talk about that.
Top 100 favorite board games.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right.
Because that has a lot of favorites, so we
It's-
definitely need
it's
to play
true.
all of them.
So we did our boss relic, and then we also gain a rare card.
Give me Demon
Right?
Form!
Do we just gain one, or do we get to draw one on
We
the
get to
boss?
draw one.
I
At
think we
least
get
that's
to.
how
I think
it
we.
works
I think
in
we
the
get
video
to.
game.
I think we get to pick one, right? Reveal 3 cards from your rare rewards.
The top one was Demon Form anyway.
Okay. Are you gonna do it?
Give me Demon Form!
You're gonna take the demon form.
Yeah.
I got Tools of the Trade. Start a turn, draw 1 card, then discard 1 card. After image, whenever a card's effect makes you discard 1 or more cards, gain armor. Or unload 2 attack. Use all of your shivs now. They each deal +1 damage. Each shiv is a separate attack. So with 3 shivs, I would pay 1 and I would do 8 damage with that. That's pretty cool. I mean, I want to live the shiv dream.
Demon Form!
Yeah, I'm glad for you. I'm just gonna take unload on principle.
Damn it.
Yeah, I got it. Wow. Okay. So I do believe that we're gonna stop here at the end of Act 1. Now, normally we rate our games, which we will do this time too.
What is that?
I really need to actually cut some paper in advance, but I haven't. I've neglected to do so, and I dropped the scissors.
I'm looking at the shelf of cameras.
Yeah, what do you see?
Cameras.
Well, it's mostly lenses, not cameras.
Cameras.
Okay, I would say it's camera equipment, but you know.
Cameras.
Why are you talking so weird to me today? I don't get it. You're being strange. Okay,
No.
so let's talk about this before we rate it. What did you think of Slay the Spire overall? Was this a good game or not a good game?
Good game. Good game.
Okay, and like, did you like the board game adaptation or the video game better?
I think I like them both same about.
Okay, why?
Because each one is different, but I feel like this is a bit harder.
Really? As somebody like, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I've watched you play Slay the Spire, and
They're both hard. but
I'm
I think this one-
under the impression that you usually kind of run it down and die on Act 1. Is that not fair? I don't think you actually die on Act 1 these days, usually.
I mean, usually it's Act 2 boss, because they're so hard.
And that's surprising. But you'll scale. You'll scale.
No, I'll never scale.
Oh,
never be able to
whatever.
beat it.
Yes, you will. That's what you said about the Act 1 boss the first time you played. You're like, this game's impossible.
No, the first time I played, I didn't make it to the Act 1 boss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you told me it was impossible, and now you get there and beat it every time.
Not every time.
Pretty close.
That's
Okay, so you think these are different games, and that they're both good.
Yeah, because they're both good for different reasons.
Okay, so what is the good thing about the board game?
The good thing about the board game, I don't know, I just like it.
You just like it.
Relics.
Okay.
Serpent head.
The serpent head, yeah.
I want it.
So I would say I agree with you fundamentally. I like both of these. I think Slay the Spire is a video game that lends itself well to a board game. Deck
Yeah.
building is very
Board
gamey, right?
We agree.
Yeah. And I think that the multiplayer nature of Slay the Spire is fun. I played this solo, and there's no world where I'm going to play the board game solo instead of just firing up the video game. In the time I could set the game up, I could do a full run in the video game, right? Like
You could beat Act 4.
maybe not quite, but like pretty close, right?
I wanna watch you beat Act 4.
Well, you'll have to do that sometime. So
Tomorrow morning.
unlikely.
Oh,
Anyway, I think that the fact that this offers multiplayer
tonight.
is really interesting. No, definitely not. I feel like there's maybe a few more edge cases where it feels like you have more options in the video game. Like, I feel like because everything's scaled down, and there's like, you're either in the video game you would be doing like 80 damage to an enemy instead of 6, and because of that, when you're like, if you're 1 damage away from killing something, it's really hard to find that extra damage here. Whereas in the video game, it feels like you could play your cards a different way or do something to like get that extra damage. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's sort of something that I don't like as much about this, but multiplayer more than makes up for it for me. I would happily play this game again. I'm curious about playing it with more players, like 3 or 4, but I feel like I don't know how well that would work. Like, there would be so many options. Do you think there'd be too many options for how you play your cards? Order of operations, things like that? You're not sure?
You're just staring at me.
Well, it's because I'm not asking you a question, and you've got less to say. Listen, this was a game that, other than Wormspan, this is one of the games that you've been the most excited to play, and you have like the least to say about it. I'm very surprised.
Because I can't find anything to say.
Those words just aren't there.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That happens. All right, well.
It happens to you.
So what's your rating out of 10?
Yeah, because it happens to you because you couldn't speak today.
It's true. I mean, I was just saying discord instead of discard.
And then you were
You know.
like,
Instead of throwing this card away, we're gonna have a good voice chat with it. I don't know, like, don't fall, my dear. All right. So what's your rating for Slay the Spire? It's May 1st. Doesn't feel like May 1st. It's snowing, which I just am not very happy
it's
about.
Wet. It's raining.
It's rain snowing, which that doesn't make it better. This is 2-player because I rated it. I guess it's in the separate spot, the separate pile, but that's okay. I liked this game.
What do you give it? I already know my rating. At least I have 2 ratings, one of which I'm gonna pick the other. But tell me your rating.
I don't know. I think it's 7.5 out of 10. And honestly, I said it was 7.5 out of 10 solo, and I think it's 7.5 out of 10 multiplayer, and actually it's lower than that solo. That's where I think I'm at.
How is that? You gave it a low score.
No, it's like, I like this game, but there's like, I would have loved to talk to you about the drawbacks, but you were like, I don't have any words. Anyways, there's some specific things that I think are like big detriments here. There's a lot of overhead. There's a ton of shuffling to do.
And you have like a 50 card.
I get irrationally angry about sleeved cards, and you have to have them here.
But it makes sense.
It totally makes sense. Doesn't mean I like shuffling them, and I'm gonna have to shuffle them 30 times when we play, right? So I feel like there's a lot of physical things like that that detract from this game for me, and it's just like multiplayer saves this because this has the Frostpunk problem. You didn't play Frostpunk. You've never played Frostpunk, the video game. But Frostpunk, it's right there. See that big box, all those things?
Oh, yeah.
That's
it
Frostpunk.
says Frostpunk.
Okay, so Frostpunk.
It's like on the opposite shelf to Final Girl.
It is.
The game that you run so closely.
It's true.
At FallCon.
Yeah, Final Girl. Yeah, that's true. So, Frostpunk is a great video game. Okay, and it's not like Slay the Spire. I don't think it lends itself very well to being a board game. Like, it's non-obvious how it would.
What is Frostpunk, the video game?
It's like a city management game. It's like, it's the end of civilization. There's been like a nuclear war or something. There's cold weather, like unbelievable cold. Like it's going to be minus 100 outside, and you're trying to build a city and keep everyone alive. Okay, and There's not enough food. There's not enough resources to keep everyone warm. And you have to make decisions about who lives and who dies. And it's like a steampunk kind of vibe. I don't know if you know what that means.
No.
Kind of like it's almost like, have you ever seen like a Western movie like Wild West? Steampunk's kind of like Western, but with modern technology almost. Sort of somewhere halfway between those things, okay? Anyways, Frostpunk is like that. You're trying to survive the cold and you're managing the city and you're making decisions.
Like Flamingo dancing?
No. It was like a breakdancer when they like spin on their head. He was doing one of those. But with a very floppy neck. I think he'd be dead now. anyways, all this babbling, you distracted me by asking me about what Frostpunk is. Okay? It isn't a video game that's like, hey, this could easily make a board game. But they did make a board game out of it. And when I played it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is so much like the video game. But why would I ever play it instead of the video game? And it doesn't have a good answer to that.
This is multiplayer.
This has multiplayer as an answer? But I would rather play... I think I'd rather play the video game solo than play this board game multiplayer. Like, the video game's like a 9.5 out of 10 for me. It's an excellent game. This is a good game.
What is
it's not as good.
Best video game that you've ever played?
We're not talking about that because you're
Please don't say Celeste.
You're distracting me. I love Celeste. Celeste is in the top 5. Okay, you're not doing this to me. What's your rating? What's your rating, lady? Write it down. Write it down.
Oh, okay. One thing that I want to put...
I don't like the rain. It hurts my face. Agreed. It's cold ice rain. It's weird. I don't care for it at all.
Okay. I think it's...
Why are you writing so small?
Because this is
I gave you an enormous sheet, and you're like using like 2% of it.
8.
Lefties are weird. I don't like them.
8.5
8.5
out of 10. I think it's good. I like it.
So you've been happy with the games we've played lately. This is an 8.5 out of 10. What'd you give Wormspan? You gave Wormspan like a 9 or something.
Wormspan was 9.5.
9.5 out of 10. I think that's just because it was dragons.
It says dragons in big letters.
Yeah, you put a W for some reason. I don't know. That makes me uncomfortable.
If you know, you know. If you don't know,
you know. Get out of here. I refuse to permit this. If you know, you know. That is, Dragons? We are going to have a conversation about this after stream. After stream.
I need to draw something else on you.
Oh my god. Okay. Draw, and then we're going to stab these receipts.
They're definitely receipts.
Oh man, I just read this thing and it annoyed me again. Wormspan. Why can't I cycle the deck? It's the same problem as Wingspan. I get it. It's not really a competitive game, but man, just let me cycle the deck. Come on.
Okay. Now we have the
What is that? You need to go to bed. I'm sending you to bed. That's the Jenga tower. And you're gonna what? Hit it? It's called Spire. You're like, Sarah is shaking with laughter. I don't think we should have been playing Black Mold because she hasn't taken a breath in like 2 minutes straight because she's been like shaking with laughter. Are you gonna be okay?
I'll put Spire and then I'll just
okay. Look, I would put that on the overhead cam, but I don't think it'll work because it's white and like thin.
And now I'll put a sword to slay it with.
I don't know how I feel about this. Sword to slay the Spire, which, to be clear, the Spire is Jenga. That is the least funny thing I've ever heard. Okay, let's see if this shows up on the card cam here or not. No.
You can see.
You can see the text. Hey, it works in a weird outliney kind of way. Here, let's see if we can cheat further. And oh, that's the wrong button. We'll try this one. Make the outline. Yeah. Okay. So, Slay the Spire, Jenga, something sword, 8.5 out of 10.
Sword to slay the Spire.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life. All right, the good news is...
I could stab, don't worry.
Yeah,
I can stab.
don't hit your hand. Mom will never forgive me.
Look
Okay.
it!
You ready?
Can't.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Nice. All right.
Sword to slay the Spire.
And with that, yes, this could be the sword.
Ah!
No, we don't have Jenga out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Where's... Okay, I need to ask you a question. Couldn't we use that knife and then just use it on Jenga?
Why? Okay,
don't.
okay, Pumpkin. Okay, Pumpkin. We talk about pumpkining when Sarah gets a little too tired, which I think is the point of the evening that we have found ourselves at. So, that
No,
said,
it's 'cause I read
let's,
too much Wings of Fire.
let's summarize quickly. We will be back here next week. Hopefully Sarah will have gotten some sleep by then and will be a little less crazy. We are going to start playing...
Dad's top 100 favorite games.
my top 100 favorite games. We decided that Sarah, we're going to try a little experiment and see if Sarah can learn some like heavier games.
Yeah,
Now,
because Dad loves heavy games.
it's true. I love crunchy Euros.
What the-
That's what they're... Anyway, whatever.
I'm confused.
It's fine. So we're going to try some heavier games. Not crazy heavy, but like, heavier. Euro games.
Wasn't the...
On Mars? We're not playing on Mars. On a Wednesday night in 2 hours. That's not happening. It would take us 2 hours to learn the rules on Mars. Okay?
Okay, wait, what about that Mars game that you said that you really loved? It was in like
Voidfall?
It was in like your top 10 favorite games.
Are you joking?
We actually asked
Recently?
about that game about Mars that you told me about.
Oh, Terraforming Mars?
Yeah.
It's in the top 10 on BGG. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. No, it's not even bad. It's not bad. That's not true. It's the most mediocre experience I've ever had in board gaming.
Wait, what about Cyberpunk?
Almost as gray. Okay? Anyways, you were distracting me. We're going to stop this. Okay, Sarah, we got to wrap up, okay? Listen, we got to wrap up. So, we will be back next Wednesday with a moderately crunchy Euro. And this Sunday, I will not be streaming at the normal time. Normally, I stream at 1 p.m. Mountain for Solo Sundays. But yes, this weekend on Twitch, only on Twitch, not here on YouTube. But we have Tabletop After Dark, so that's a group of content creators all in the tabletop sort of space. And we do like a little raid thing where one of us will raid into the other. For the entirety of the day, we're going to be raising money for a charity called Gamers Outreach. Gamers Outreach basically supports children in hospitals with by providing like Xboxes and stuff like that to sick kids to take their minds off the fact that they're stuck in hospitals. So really good cause, and we'll be raising money for that. So check out the board game category on Twitch any point on Sunday, and you'll find somebody participating in TTAD. But my slot will be at 5 p.m. Mountain, and we will be, or is it 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. Mountain, and we will be playing.
I want to see these.
We will be playing
Because they look
Iron Helm, my favorite solo dungeon crawl, and I've set it up so that Twitch chat is actually going to be able to make the decisions
polls?
there, and well, more than just polls, like some interactive tech, so that Twitch chat is going to run the game, and they're gonna make the decisions, and I'm gonna be sort of the automaton running the game. So we're gonna see, can Twitch chat beat Iron Helm this Sunday, 7 p.m. Gorgeous key that you've assembled there, gorgeous. We're gonna show it off. And then here it is. That's how you get to Act 4 in Slay the Spire, which we will not be doing tonight because it is time for us to go. No more distractions. It's time. Yeah, it's time for us to wave. Do you think we can handle that?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You're the one who likes to do it.
Wave with your left hand.
Okay, I always do. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. We'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.